we are on.
So last time on the Deicide War, you engaged Putra Shari and his undead minions, killing him, discovering a large amount of tasty treasure in a couple of trapped chests, and burning his body as you left. After a brief scuffle amongst your team upstairs near his office, you discovered his mad ramblings carved into the walls, and the heads of the dead family of Lord Talstag. Leaving the derelict manor aflame behind you, you headed off to regroup with Walio and the Exodus remains, talking Mara and her group into accompanying you to the Banner Accord before then heading to confront Michael. So after resting for the evening and leveling up, you're once again ready to commence travel on the road north. Is there anything you want to do before you head off for the morning? It's currently early morning. You've just woken up and finished getting ready for the day.
I'm feeling like a new person here.
Is that meant to mean?
Nice.
God damn it, Phaedra. I'd like to ask how Vutha feels, considering he had his ribs stuck out of him the other time, and my jaw got fucked up. I'd like to talk to Vutha. Vutha, mate, how's your ribs feeling?
8 hours.
Sorry, say that again. I can't quite understand between your slurring with your jaw hanging down.
I try and correct that. I like feel my jaw again, make sure it's all healed up properly. I think it's fine. And I go, Vutha, mate, seriously, how's those ribs feeling? Are you worried about that symbol at all? This is whispered to him, of course.
Be okay.
You'll be alright? Okay, great. Glad to hear you're just as relaxed as I am. I look over to Derek and go, shapeshift, motherfucker!
Oh, I turned into an ox. Wait, Brooker,
Walio walks up next to you, Derek, and he just like pokes you in the ribs a little bit. Like,
turn into an ox already.
Right there. You need to turn into an ox, so we need to get it moving.
God damn it. Sorry, I'm not even ready with my animal fact.
Why turn into an ox when you can turn into a T-Rex?
That's true. It's
Maybe
true.
You can't turn into a T-Rex yet.
He could turn into
can.
He can turn into a velociraptor, and I can enlarge you, mate.
Yeah,
Pretty much T-Rex.
perfect.
Well, since I'm turning into an ox, before I turn into one, I will tell you, Brooker, did you know a cow gives nearly 200,000 glasses of milk in its lifetime? It's a lot of milk, and I'll turn into an ox.
Every time he says something, I'm just dumbfounded.
And with Derek stripping off and shapeshifting into a large, hairy oxen, you'll mount up on the cart and hit the road.
Do we all fit on the cart, or are we following?
Nah.
Okay, yeah.
You'll be able to fit
Boy.
maybe 3 or 4 people on the cart. This cart is very heavily laden, and as Derek gets strapped into the yoke and the various saddlery gear connected to the cart and starts pulling, it's a pretty hefty sort of load. It's filled up with a lot of sawn lumber.
Is that a new image? I feel like there's
Is there?
something new on there.
No, no one
It looks
was on
like
this
there
page,
was
so you
more.
shouldn't have been able to draw anything.
I think
pardon
you're
me.
just realizing how much Lucas stuff there is.
There's a lot of Lucas stuff.
I got to zoom out and show everyone. There we go. And the sub at the bottom. I like that.
I swear Lucas's catapult wasn't there last time.
Maybe.
Lucas has a submarine now. Oh no, his arm is getting bigger.
I did that submarine like 3 sessions ago. But
Yeah,
no, I
noticed
I
it
don't think
before.
anybody's seen it.
It's right.
I saw it. It's okay. So as you set off for the morning, it's quite a clear day. Just a few little wispy clouds in the sky. There's not really any wind rustling the grassland as you move on. Who's leading the way? Who would like to make a perception or survival check?
The ox.
The ox? Done. Why not? Yeah, perception or survival.
Yeah, I should put
Yep.
one, mate.
You can use your own stats because they carry over with the oxen. Moose, are you stuck, darling? Is Freya being a bully? Oh, not bad. As you're making your way along, you are having to heave your way. Occasionally the cart goes into a bit of a pothole on the road that hasn't been maintained for a while, and you're having to muscle your way. And after a series of rather large potholes, you're rolling your shoulders and walking along. and you're stretching your neck a little bit against the oak, and you look up and you can see far above you, flying up, maybe 400 or 500 meters up above you, you see a humanoid-sized creature. Two large feathered wings out to either side of it. A fairly short red cloak flapping along behind it. It seems to be flying from the north, and it passes over the top of you, heading in a southerly direction.
I sort of go moo and point like a pointer at the thing, if I can do that.
Yeah, you can use your horn and like
Yeah.
nudge your
So
nose.
like a pointer, like a dog.
He said like a
Was it
pointer, so you're
flying
lifting
over
your
the
leg
top?
up and
Sorry.
pointing at it.
And yeah, as everyone eyes follow the direction of your point. Hey Moose, come here. Here you go. There's a moose.
Yeah, you
Where's
gotta
your
drop
boy?
your laptop a bit. Yeah,
There we go. There's a moose.
Oh,
Yeah, you can see
Moose just
this flying
see the
figure.
moose.
Looks humanoid of some sort, with these large brown feathered wings, and it is quite a long way up above you. You know, a good 400 meters or so up in the air, traveling down from the south, from the north to the south.
So from the sands to
From the Banner Accord, it's
okay.
no,
Yeah, going
fresh.
that
It
way.
seems to be following down the road.
Okay, cool.
And as it sees you all looking up, it just tilts its wings essentially from side to side, continuing on.
He's saying hello, in a way.
Well, I can't do anything. I'm a Nox.
Well, I think he's too far out
you-
to.
I moved.
Calliope doesn't care. She's like just laying on the cart.
Yeah.
Just like,
Just enjoying the sun, getting tan
Yeah.
on.
getting her tan on.
You said it was like high up, so we can't actually like see much more of it, or can I?
Give me a perception check if you want to try to make out some more details.
Yeah, sure. Perception. I don't want persuasion.
Persuade the DM that you can make out more details.
Here we go again.
No, it's hard as you're looking up. The sun is just starting to get to that location where you're having to shield your eyes a little bit from it. You can't really make it out too well, other than
Eric's
what
kind of
you
nudge
immediately
Calliope
noticed.
and just be like, "What kind of bird is that?"
Huh? What?
What kind of bird is that?
Do I see it?
Yeah, everyone can see it up there. It's slowly, it's making its way past you now.
And
Little
it's
moose.
it's humanoid with wings, right?
Yeah, large feathered wings.
Do I know what that is? Have I seen them before?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Calliope is not paying attention.
That's bad.
Still better than me.
Yeah, not really. You really don't care enough, I don't think.
No.
So yeah, there's some sort of bird man creature thingo flying off down that way. You could just see a fluttering of a short red. It's kind of like comes down to, their hips, their butt area, as they just go flying off.
She's just like
Fairly quickly.
It's a person, and she rolls back over, closes her eyes, and is like taking in the sun again.
But other than that, the most of the day is pretty quiet. As you progress on, getting into later afternoon, occasionally, every so often, you have to stop as Derek shifts back into human form and has a bit of a rest for a lunch break before returning to his oxen form. Derek, I will get you to give me a Constitution saving throw in your oxen form, just to see how you go.
Not you.
Being under load all day. I can give you an oxen if you can't find it in the menu.
Wait, do I have to be an oxen or Derek?
No, as your ox form. Oh god, that's a real big ox.
A 2.
That's
No,
a strong
wait,
2.
No, wait.
No, as an
Oh.
ox, what's your plus? Yep, wild shape ox. What's their con? +2.
That's 2.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. It is starting to get hard work. You're not used to this much labor in your animal forms. Usually when you're shapeshifted, you're running free, no clothes, nothing to hold you back. But it's really starting to wear on you, dragging this cart throughout the day. At one stage, you get stuck in a pothole and you just want to give up and just rest for the rest of the day.
I'm happy to jump up on the back and be like, "You doing all right, buddy? You doing all right?"
Yeah, I just go moo.
I go, "I know what you
Yeah,
need."
but
And I
obviously
pull out
not.
my lute and I start singing a little tune for him to give him some bardic inspiration. I'm like, "Chuck those feet, move it quick, get the fuck up there. We need to get to the destination, motherfucker!" And give him bardic inspiration.
Walia comes up to you, Tarhun, and just like taps you on the knee. It's like, Mr. Tarhun, maybe if you use your whip, we can convince him to go faster.
Ask me one more time, and I'll use the whip on you, runt man.
And you just like, okay, it's okay. I was just a joking, honestly, just a joking. It's a funny. And he like scampers off and hides over the other side of Vharik. But with a bardic inspiration, you manage to summon your energy and keep going on throughout the day without suffering from a point of exhaustion.
Yay.
Can I help him pull the cart?
You can. There you go. Give me an athletics check.
It's a D8 now.
Oh, nice. So with Vharik's help, as you hop down and start pulling along with him, you continue making pretty decent time. And as you... Oh, Tarhun's helping as well?
They're pushing the cart over the top of the oxen now.
He doesn't. He doesn't want him whipped, so he's helping push the cart.
In that case, you do actually start to pick up and you start to make pretty decent time again. As you're cresting over a couple of the low rolling hills, you can see finally you start to get a glimpse of the ocean further down, still a couple of hours ahead. The wind is now starting to come up later on in the afternoon with a fairly strong breeze coming in from the sea. Continuing on throughout the day, and it's starting to get later in the afternoon, you come into sight of the town with the sun starting to sink lower on the horizon. The smell of the seashore washes over you. You can get this strong briny scent of salt water, coupled with fish, which brings back childhood memories to you, Atticus, growing up quite close to here, actually. You're still, a good half hour out of town at this stage, but you can start to make out details of the town. The most notable being a tall lighthouse towering over the mostly 2 to 3 story buildings surrounding it.
It's the Eye of Lucas.
It is
You got
not
it
the
in the
island
wrong
of
place.
Lucas. As the sun is...
of Lucas.
As you continue moving, you watch as the lighthouse, as a dull white light begins to pulse from it, growing in brightness as the sky starts to darken. After a few more minutes, as the sun's starting to go down, you're getting quite close to the city now, or the town. The light turns into a strong beam of white light, spinning around and coming to you every few seconds as it flashes over your direction. And then as you watch, and you're starting to get quite close, you're about 10 minutes out from the town now, a second beam illuminates, coming out the opposite side of the lighthouse tower to the white one. This one is blood red, with a symbol inlaid into it. Picture the bat signal, pretty much. But the symbol you recognize as the celestial seal.
And this is in the lighthouse as well, going around.
Yeah.
Pen, word.
Shut up.
It is not the Eye of Lucas. But yeah, so as you continue getting closer into the walls of this town, and you are getting quite close now, and you can see a large wooden palisade is surrounding the city. Let me drag you across.
Time to build siege weapons.
Oh, that's right. This is a huge map. Forgot about
See
It's
this
a-
map
it-
earlier today, I swear.
Had a sneak preview.
that.
As you approach the gate, you can see the 2 large wooden gates are standing open, flanked by a pair of guards, one on each side, just casually leaning, one of them seeming to chew some maybe tobacco stuck into his lip. Spits as you approach. He steps forward and holds up hand in front of your cart. He goes, "Oi, hold up there. What brings you to our delightful town? Business or pleasure?"
Why not a mixture of both, good sir?
I like your spirit. We'll get on well in here. If you're after some pleasure, a bit of fun, if you hurry on in, you might get to see the end of the show.
Show? Question
Show?
mark? Yeah, all of us.
I'll leave it a bit of surprise to you, but head on into the town square. And just keep your hands to yourselves in here and there won't be no trouble. You enjoy your stay.
Alright, thank you, good sir.
And they stand off to the side and wave you through.
I was going to say some guards they are.
I'm curious.
Come through.
Yeah.
Is this over here? I've still got my buddy.
Sorry, give me a ping.
Sorry.
That there.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Yep.
a man that's face planted with the backpack on?
Oh, I've got to look at that now.
It's a large wheel-barrow cart thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
sure it's somebody wearing a backpack that's face planted.
Does so.
I can so see it now.
So I'll explain a few things that you could see as you were coming down the rise. Off to the west of the town, you can see a few pretty decently sized tilled fields with some crops growing. A couple of large barns occupy the side of the town with a large farmhouse. There is a low, waist-high stone and wood wall surrounding the farms, but they don't look particularly well defended. Throughout the town, you can see a series of a couple of taller three-story buildings. Looks like a fairly well-established large town or small city. You can see the lighthouse is located up here, still spinning around with those two beams of light. Even as you're watching throughout the day, you could see ships coming and going. But one ship definitely stood out more than the rest, which is at anchor just here. It's this huge vessel covered in blister and catapults, massive white sails furled up as it's not going anywhere. But yeah, quite a large, impressive warship. But yeah, the guards wave you through, and as you roll through, as it's starting to get nighttime, they start to drag the gates closed behind you.
Let's see.
Bryce, check
Sorry,
your
no.
phone for a second.
Sorry, say again?
Check phone.
My phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do I need to check something?
Yeah, just quickly.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
There is a whisper function.
Yeah.
There is a whisper
No,
function.
like I don't know how to use it. I haven't used it before, so that's why I was like.
/W.
Yeah, /W.
you just type
And then I
the
think you
name.
can type in DM or the name.
You can type in literally anyone to whisper.
Oh,
to them.
GM, sorry. GM goes to me.
So /WGM
/W space GM.
space GM.
Yep.
Sorry. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Okay. Alright. Cool,
I'll
cool,
send a
cool.
test message to you.
That was
Yeah,
just
yep.
easier.
I'm seeing one from Zolmos and Atticus.
Okay, cool. Yeah, DM works as well then.
Oh, DM does work?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Just in case you need to whisper around.
Yep.
But yeah, so as you move through the gates, the guards start to drag and close behind you. Looking through the city, heading straight down here pretty much, you can see there's a large crowd gathered in the middle of a pretty decently sized town square. Illuminating the streets, you can see lanterns hung up on various shop fronts and houses and poles. And you can see a few torches waving amongst the crowd, which seems to be...
Missy, what are you doing?
Oh no, what's Freya getting up to? Missy, are you being naughty?
Hop up on the bed. Don't pick up the carpet.
Freya, what are you doing, monster? Are you stealing my stuff? Freya's been cheeky.
Good girl. Alright, sorry.
But as you make your way closer, you can see the crowd is gathered around a raised platform in the middle of a large cobbled square. The lanterns illuminating the streets are bright around here, and you can see a handful of torches burning brightly, illuminating the square as a whole, but especially the the platform here. Atop the platform, you can see a large wooden X with a shirtless man bound by his wrists and his ankles, tied to the cross. As you get closer, trundling up with your cart, just now on the outskirts of the crowd, not able to push through any closer. Another man stands behind this bound human, a whip in one of his hands. Let me just show you a handout. Where are we? A second. This man is, he's got a short, well-kept brown beard, a wide, upswept moustache and tanned face.
Fancy.
Why does she not work? Sorry, 1 second. That should be working. They hand out.
I see it.
It's yeah, I can see it, but it's bio and info.
Why does it come up as a character sheet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Give me a second.
I've just got an image.
Yeah, I can see a picture.
Could be just me, maybe. I don't know.
It's coming up for me as a character sheet as well. It should just be an image.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you can see him. Okay, let me just try this for you, Sky. Misbehaving. E.
What am I meant to be looking for?
Moose.
Am I meant to be doing anything?
Oh no. Damn it, I just closed.
No, I did. I'm sorry.
Roll.
No, I did.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. Just got launched back in the game. Accidentally
Oh.
dragged.
Don't worry. For me, the map only just loaded,
Oh
so
god.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Oh yeah, it's a huge map. This one.
It's a pretty big map.
It's a cool map.
Let me try this. I made this map. I didn't steal this one. Most of them I steal.
Wait, who drew that sea monster that quickly?
Oh no, who's made a sea monster?
That was impressive.
Wow,
I didn't even
Troy,
see
is
it
that
coming up.
you?
I just looked up there and it was there.
How'd that
Yeah,
work,
there you
Sky?
go.
Did that work?
Yeah, that worked now.
There
That's
you
a
go.
straight picture now rather than saying bio and info.
God,
Yeah.
there's a big sea monster. There is no sea monster out there.
Are you sure?
It totally is. I can see it.
There is no sea monster.
No,
I
I
can
think
see a
that's...
sea monster.
Anyway, so you see this man step up with a whip in his hand. You can see his just piercing blue eyes looking out to the crowd. You see his beautifully crafted coat is draped on the stairs. And he stands there just in a pale, slightly sweat-stained linen shirt. He calls out in a loud, clear voice, pitching it to address the crowd, though he's facing the bound man. Calls out, "For the crimes of worship, you are sentenced to 20 lashes and exiled from all the towns of the Northern Accord. The free towns are no place for the Celestial Plague." And the whip descends with a crack and a splatter of blood. Crack! Crack! Again and again and again. The whip starts to fall. As the last strike tears into the now mutilated flesh of the twitching man, the figure holding the whip drops the weapon and reaches to his side. He picks up what looks to be a fairly hefty made bucket. You see some water splash over the edge of it as he splashes the water onto the kneeling man's back. And you hear him just cry out in pain, and you see and hear this sizzling sound. And you see the flesh on his back starting to sizzle and smoke. The ropes binding his wrists start to smoke as the water touches them, and it burns away, dropping him down to the platform. With that, as the crowd starts to erupt into cheers and generally calls of just anger, and you can see some bits of fruit being thrown at this figure. A couple of guards step up and just grab him by the armpits and start to drag this fallen figure through the crowd, approaching past your location, moving towards the gate that you came in through.
Tarhun just starts doing a real slow clap. Like a golf clap as they walk past.
Yep. There you go.
As you start the clap going, the rest of the crowd just like turns and sees you all with the bedraggled, beaten, bloody form being dragged next to you, and they just start clapping it in time with you as it just this slow clap starts to get louder and louder into just roaring cheers as this beaten, huddled, sorry-looking figure gets dragged face down
Can I
across the tiles past you, heading towards the gate.
take a better look at him? Or it's in him, wasn't it?
Yeah, so as you look closer to him, as he comes right past your group, give me a perception check, although, just to see what you do notice.
That's a little bit better. Look who's copying me.
So you see he looks like just an average sort of human male, fairly not frail, but definitely not well built. He's got deeply tanned skin, but where his shirt's been removed, you can see tan lines, where he looks like he usually wears a short sleeved tunic, you would imagine.
And he was oh sorry.
But you can see the just mutilated wreckage of his back. Seems to be mostly cauterized, it looks like. Whatever was splashed over the back of him ate away at a lot of the flesh, and the bleeding seems to have ebbed. He's barely conscious anymore. He's overcome with the pain, and it looks like he's just given up, honestly. He's still wearing fairly simple, rugged-looking boots, and his pants are, you can see, splattered with a few holes as that liquid burned through them as well. As he clears past you, one of the guards you see has a small backpack in his hand. He's just carrying it with one hand while he's dragging this beaten form by the other one. He's got fairly, shoulder-length long, matted brown hair, and it looks like he's been beaten a little bit as well, probably by the look of it. He's got you can see some bruising underneath one of his eyes. One of his lips has been split. Looks like you don't know how long he was in prison for, but you imagine maybe the guards gave him a bit of working over before he was tried and received his punishment.
Okay. And it was crimes of worshipping a god?
It was crimes of worship, he was said.
Just worship?
Yeah, that's all you heard.
Can I walk up to one of the guards, walk with them, and just go, "Hey, I'm kind of new here. What's happened?"
One of the guards. Oh, Moose. Are you okay, darling? Sorry, Moose is just.
One of the guards is Moose.
One of the guards did a gigantic burp right next to me. You're cheeky, Bobby. Sorry, where are we? Yeah, one of the guards. Oh God, Moose, darling, please. I have a moose here. You're very distracting. Yeah, one of the guards turns to you and just goes, "Really? Yeah, this man, Marco's his name. He was,
Marco Polo?
Not Marco Polo.
I was about to write that.
Marco Evensong's his name.
Even songs? Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the fishers from around here. He's got done for secretly worshipping one of those fucking gods.
What god?
I don't know, they're all as bad as each other.
How did you guys find him worshipping?
Huh?
Well, that's a fun one. Him and his friend were out fishing one day, and his friend fell overboard. Just fell into the acid ocean and breathed some of the water in. So Marco here, yeah, he dragged him back onto the pier, and seems he didn't want his mate to suffer, so he used his fucking celestial magic to heal the bastard, didn't he? And his friend didn't keep his mouth shut, as Marco probably wanted him to do. Went running his mouth in the pub one night, and we found the bastard out from that.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So, he's not exactly worshipping. He has.
He's got some sort of ties to one of the gods. He used that celestial magic to heal his friend. So, out he goes. None of that shit's welcome in this town.
Are we all within earshot?
Yeah, you're all together.
Well, I was walking off with them, but they're probably hearing.
They're not talking quietly.
Yeah,
I imagine you're still close enough to hear.
Yeah. I kind of want to follow.
How about we, Phaedra, take note of where they're taking him?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Are they throwing him outside the gate? Is that what?
Yeah, they're heading down towards the gate now. As Phaedra continues walking next to them, they're heading towards the gate, and you see One of these gates has been left slightly open ajar, with the 2 guards that you passed earlier just standing by, waiting for this figure to be thrown out by the look of it.
I see that Phaedra is quite curious about this person. I turn to Vutha and go, "You reckon you could use your skills to follow that guy, and maybe we can have a chat with him without being
Sure.
noticed?" Sure.
There's a giant Vharik just appeared on the field.
Yeah, no, I'm just in case you guys start splitting off in different locations.
Oh, okay.
Potentially, I'd say to Vutha, potentially try and find out what's going on, and we'll get back to us as soon as you can.
Okay.
I'll remain here in the town square and wait for you in case the rest of the party moves off.
Okay, with that, I guess Phaedra's just gonna sort of start dropping back with the thing. Okay.
And
thanks.
I'll get you linked in, and I've asked Vutha to follow Marco out
Yep.
and potentially have a conversation with him.
Thanks.
Noting that you're interested.
Cool.
So Phaedra, you do see as you're looking over your shoulder the guards essentially quite unceremoniously just drag him and drop him outside the gate and toss a backpack next to him. The guards then start pulling the gate closed. Are you going to try to sneak on out as well, Vutha?
Yep.
The gate's essentially closed, but looking at the palisade wall, you imagine that you could probably climb over it relatively easily. But give us a stealth check.
Okie dokie.
To help him with that stealth check, I'm still slow clapping. I slow clap all the way until that door is closed.
Oh, so you're
Even
distracting,
if
yeah.
everybody else is stop clapping.
I'll allow that. So we'll take the higher one of that. 15. Not great, but with enough distraction and loud clapping and cheering that Tarhun stirred up, it's fairly easy for you to quickly clamber over the inside the palisade wall.
I found a ladder.
You don't need a ladder because looking at this wall, it's definitely made to keep people or things out rather than keeping things in. So the inside of it, there's various bracing bits of wood, and I'm not even going to make you make a check to get over it. It's pretty easy to get over and hop down onto the other side. As the gate is drawn closed, you can see this huddled figure on the ground kind of rolls onto his side and just scoots himself back, rolls off to the edge, and is just seems to laboured breathing, just with his back propped up against one of these towers.
And now he's about to have a giant lizard sneak up on him.
While in the distance, he can still hear a slow clap, just slowly fading.
God damn it, Tarhun. Maybe you should have been the bard.
Well, that'll be interesting because Vutha's actually seen a lot more of Phaedra's celestial stuff as well.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
take
think.
it away, mate.
Yeah, however it goes. Switching places, are you?
He's got the better chair, and he stood up. So...
I will tell the rest of the party what I've asked Vutha, what he's off to do, and I'll intend to hang in the main square in case he comes back. So I'll just sort of prop myself up against a building or something in case he comes back and we're all dispersed.
Does anyone have message?
I don't think so.
Oh, that would be so
don't think
handy.
so.
So
I don't
handy.
think so.
Nope. Okay. Ooh.
This is the figure, still without a shirt on, just propped up and just with laboured breathing, just seeming to be, not focused on anything right now as the gates are finally closed and a bar locks over the top of them.
Ooh. Interesting.
He doesn't seem to have noticed you yet, Vutha.
That's because I am stealth.
You are very stealth, and also he's not feeling too great right now.
I think my drawing of him is quite accurate.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Complete with tan line.
Yep. I like it.
He gets around without pants quite a lot, apparently.
God. Alright. And you said it's coming to evening.
Yeah, so right now it's gone dark. While Vutha is heading around out there, you see the cheering starts to die down and people start to filter off into some going, down the side streets looking like they're going back to their homes. Excuse me, I'm burping. Looks like some are going back down to the docking area towards the ocean, but the vast majority of the people seem to go into two buildings. You can see a large two-story building located here. Wait, which one's which? Sorry, let me confirm.
That's the tavern.
So this is a large single-story building, and this is a pretty decent-sized two-story building. And you can see the crowd are moving into a couple of these. This one here, you can hear some jaunty music kick up from inside of it. And you can see a sign hanging over the top of both of these two buildings. This one here, it says Fisher's Tail. And this one here is the Bucket and Bilge.
This is where we're taking Walio to drop his card off, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably in the
Yep.
morning now, so
Yeah.
Walio turns to you here and that, and he's like, "Oh yes, I need to go talk to the shipwright. He will be able to give me the money. I mean, he's probably open tonight. Mr. Derek, could you help me get, once these crowds are thin now, take me to the shipwright. It's down there," and he points. You can see a large windmill down some of the side streets, and he points down this direction.
So now?
Oh, yeah. See?
Oh yes, if you can take me down there now, I'm sure he will be open for business. He's a good family friend of mine. He helps me out. He's a good man.
Calliope will go help.
Might as well finish it off. Yep.
Um,
All right, let's go, Derek. Let's
now that
finish it.
the crowds have kind of thinned out a little bit, you can make your way a lot further along down the street as the crowds are moving into a couple of the taverns or going home for the evening. You can see the figure that was standing there with the whip picks it up and tucks it into his belt, throws his coat back over his shoulders and starts moving back off through the dock area, heading in the direction of the large ship. You can see still with its sails and masts over the top. But back to Vutha. What are you doing out there, Mr. Vutha?
So I can't see anything out of the guards. It's quiet out here.
Yeah. Give me a perception check, if you like.
Okie doke.
Even with that, you can hear a bit of clattering, and someone just like clonk, and it sounds like they're just chilling on the. There may be a person over the other side of the gatehouse just chilling, and you get the scent of tobacco smoke. Smells like he's probably lit up a pipe or a cigarette or something that he's smoking. But other than that, don't really see anything outside the walls.
Okay. I'm going to poke the dude and ask him what's going on.
As you poke him, he looks up first, just like groggily, then, and then puts his hands up, seeing this black creature in front of him coming out of the darkness. He's just staring at you for a second, then realizing that you're not seeming to attack. It's like, who are you?
I am Vutha. Who are you?
My name's Marco. I don't suppose you could pass that backpack over, please? I could do with a drink.
Okay.
As you slide over the backpack, he kind of reaches into it and takes out a water skin, and with shaking hands splashes some of it onto his face and washes it off, and then has a bit of a sip of water. He stops it and offers it to you. It's like, do you need a drink as well?
No, thank you.
Okay, and he pops it away, and you see him reach in again, and he pulls out a cloak and kind of puts it over the top of him as the night's starting to get a little bit cooler with the wind coming off the breeze, coming off the ocean. It's like, what are you doing out here? It's dangerous outside the city. You should be inside.
I came out here to ask you what happened.
Well, as you see, it's honestly not the best day that I've ever had, but honestly, I think it was worth it in the end. I did the right thing. even if the town doesn't agree.
I hear you know magic. Where you find your magic from?
He looks at you and he recalls for a second and goes, "Oh, screw it. Everyone knows anyway. It's no more secret. My magic comes from the goddess Seren Ray. She's the goddess of healing. I worship her, and that's what did this to me, I guess. My power
Is she
comes from
going to
her.
heal you?
I doubt it. She isn't with us anymore. I just have the semblances of her power still. Just what can leak through from the other side.
Okay.
But I'll be okay in the morning, I guess. As long as I survive the night. Things are dangerous out here."
Let me know if you want me to put you out of your misery.
He kind of recalls back. He's like, "No, that's quite all right, Mr. Fraser. I'm sure I'll be okay. This close to the city walls, I should be okay. Please don't eat me or whatever you're going to do. I'll be okay. I'll head off in the morning."
Alright, as long as you're not suffering.
He chuckles at that and reaches one of his hands up and winces as he touches his back. He's like, "Oh, you're a funny one. Suffering. No, I'll be okay." And you see his hand starts to glow a little bit with this kind of pinkish hued light. You can see some of the wounds on his back do start to close over, and he sits up, breathing a little bit deeper and less shakily now. The light of Seren Ray is still with me. I'll be okay. I'll survive the night. But, thank you for your kindness, sir.
Good. Good. I leave now.
He just looks at you oddly and waves as you disappear back off into the darkness. And
I
it
love
is
the way you move, Vutha. Sorry. I just love how he always does like this little shifting of the map.
Yeah.
it is very dark out here. The light doesn't seem to be pushing beyond the walls really, other than the occasional sweep of the lighthouse light illuminating the ground around you.
The
Do you feel that
occasional
light
every
whatsoever?
second.
Every couple of seconds the light sweeps over. It seems to be speeding fairly fast.
Good. Easy to hide.
Is it easy? Are you trying to investigate the wheelbarrow man?
Maybe.
Give me hold up there for a second.
Okay.
Give me a Constitution check.
It's better than initiative. I'll take that. Just that one, I think. Like that, or not a save.
No, I think you just hit the.
No, that's okay. Yeah, you can just hit
Okay.
Constitution. we'll take
doing
that
it
because
for next
I don't think you've got a modifier on that one. Like you're not. It'll be the same
Oh,
anyway.
there you go.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not proficient in Constitution, so it's the same number anyway.
Okay. Cool.
With a 10, you're trying to focus into the darkness as you're moving past these large stable buildings, and you swear you feel something shift in the back of your eyes, and you
That's
just like
reassuring.
shake your head for a second, and you focus again, and suddenly there's just this shifting pain as it feels like something is slicing through the back of your eyes. You do take 1 point. Sorry, let me just roll. Oof. You take 6 points of damage, but then suddenly everything out to about 120 odd feet from you suddenly becomes clear. You can see through the darkness.
Okay.
You feel something just in the back of your eyes shift and grind and almost feel like a slicing sensation. But then everything around you becomes clear and you're no longer having to like stare into the darkness.
Does Vutha have dark vision now?
Everything is in shades of varying shades of grey, 50 of them to be precise, no. But yeah, you can see a decent distance away from you as if it was
So
in
how big are these hexes?
dim light. They're pretty hefty size. Like this town is probably, I don't know,
Yeah, so I thought
800
they're
meters, a
not
kilometer
805.
across, I think. Yeah, they're not 5 feet hexes. But yeah, you can see, in your immediate vicinity now, you can see around you.
Yay. Can I see this building thing up here?
Yeah, so as you're moving through here, you can see there's a couple of large stable buildings. Coming past this one that you're at now, you do hear quite a number of voices coming from inside, and you can see some light spilling out from inside one of the windows. Further down, you can see a heavily reinforced farmhouse, it looks like. All the walls are made of large stone and heavy timbers. The windows are all barred. And up on top of the roof, up in the center, you can see a lone figure with a heavy crossbow just slung across his belly as he just sits in the chair looking out to the fields.
Hey, crossbow.
Give me another stealth check.
Stealth.
He doesn't seem to notice you as you start approaching up next to his stable, but he's definitely keeping an eye out over the fields, and you hear a number of voices coming from inside of here.
Can I understand anything they're saying?
Give me a second. What check do I want you to make on this? Give me a history check at disadvantage, please. For reasons. Just for reasons. Nah, it's in a language you don't understand.
Blast.
Just for a split second, you swear that some of the words sounded familiar, but nah, you don't know. Maybe you heard someone muttering it, or yeah, you're not sure. For a second, you thought you understood the language, but then, nah, it passes by you.
Doesn't look like I can climb the walls of this reinforced farmhouse.
Yeah, it looks like you could get over there. A little bit trickier than coming from the outside, the inside out. But if you want to try to climb it, give me a acrobatics or athletics check.
Aha!
Easily enough, you get into the corner of where the this large palisade meets into the side of this heavily reinforced farmhouse, and there's a few little cracks in some of the stones which you're able to sit your claws into, and clambering up like the lizard that you are over the wall and down the other side, you enter back into the enter into the town itself.
You are Assassin's Creed.
And then you dive off the other side into a hay bale.
Yes.
Right. While Vutha's been off gallivanting around, where's everyone been going?
I think we'll.
I'm going with Warlio down to the docks.
Teleport.
You're going down with Walio?
I think everyone except for myself.
All right.
So can I say as I'm walking,
Come on. I'll hang
I'm
out
getting
with
like
Zolmos.
very agitated and nervous, and you can just see me like scratching, rubbing my arms a little bit. Like something's just, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
Something's
Yeah.
bothering you.
You
Yeah.
get
You're feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably those of you with higher passive perception or passive insight would definitely notice that Phaedra seems to be, I don't know, distracted, fidgety, not sure, but something's off.
What's wrong, Phaedra?
What's wrong? I don't know.
Look at you look a lot easy.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just. So I might be allergic to something here.
It's all the religion haters.
You know what you're allergic to? It's called justice.
No.
As the cart pulled by Derek in his oxen form goes rattling along down through the side of the street, you see a few other people just ducking into homes, and you can hear some people having dinner and all that. Look, sounds like a fairly well-populated city, and honestly, it's probably the most people that most, if not all of you, have seen for quite a long time. But you make your way through along to here, and you can see a large factory and warehouse building. Along the back of it, you can see some cranes lifting up. And even at this time of night, you can hear the clattering of tools and saws and chisels working from inside. Wally walks up and grabs hold of an iron knocker on the large wooden door, and he waits. Waits a little bit longer. And then you hear a set of footsteps. And just clunk, 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 clunk. And the door is thrown open wide, and you see a quite large, burly, older individual. He's pretty tall and well built, although getting on in the years. What probably used to be a lot of muscle is now starting to turn to fat as his belly's starting to bulge out over his belt. He sees the crowd view there, and he looks down and sees Wario, and he's like, "Yar, Wario! How you be doing, lads? It's good to see you now. These are some of your new friends." And
Hi.
Wario turns, he's like, he's like, "Ah, yes, Abilius, these are my friends. Come say hello to them. Come out. These help me get my cart here. They're good folk. Come on. This is Vharik, and this is Tarhun." And he starts to introduce all of you. You see this figure come stomping out. One of his legs has been amputated at some stage. He's got a peg leg on his left leg. His left hand is no longer a hand. It is being replaced by a hook.
Yeah,
And he comes clomping his way out. Oh god, here we go. It's like,
You guys.
he walks over to you and eyes you up and down. It's like, "Yar, you look like fine folk. Thank you for helping Wireless. My name is Bilius Wayfair, owner of the shipwrights in town. Pleased to make your acquaintance."
My brain's fried.
So I did this little rapscallion hire you to help escort his cart. I mean, you're early, Wario. I wasn't expecting you to be here for a few more weeks at least.
Yeah.
Made good time. Where's your papa? He usually comes with you. Walio's like, "Oh no, my papa, he stayed back. I brought the cart by myself."
Is there a way to get a horse for him to go back? Because it seemed to lost it.
Oh yeah, oh yes, Bilius, you remember old Nelly? Yeah, I remember Nelly. What a good horse she is. Where is she? You've upgraded to an oxen. Look at this boy, and he slaps the oxen on the rump.
Sorry, I would definitely be helping you out in this conversation, Bryce, but I ain't there.
You ain't there.
Everyone's just sort of like, "I'm fine, fucking who cares?"
He leans down, he's like, "Let me look over this auction here." And he starts like, Derek, he starts like lifting up one of your hooves, and he like gets underneath you and like scratching you on the belly.
Oh.
He stands up and starts like grabbing you by the horns and like moving your head around and looking in one of your ears, pulls up one of your like your lips and starts looking at your teeth. What a fine looking beast you got here.
Were you gonna do anything?
No, just look at him while I turn into a naked dude in front of him.
With his hand, one of his hands like half in your mouth, he's like, "Oh, what the hell's going on there? Yeah, that's not an oxen, that's a naked man."
Yeah.
He looks you up and down, he's like, "Maybe I shouldn't be naked, lad."
Yeah,
Tarhun just starts doing another slow clap.
You broke Brooker. He's gone. Does Derek have any? Does anyone have Derek's clothes?
yeah, I left it on the cart, so I'll just grab that, please.
He unsurreptitiously redresses himself. And looking up at you, Derek, as you're getting dressed, yes, as you're looking at you quizzically, he's like, "Yeah, what be you? You're some sort of were-oxen, are ye?"
I'm a shapeshifter, so I can turn into an ox if I please.
Well, that's mighty impressive. Can you turn into anything else? Maybe a whale. Have you turned into a whale, lad?
No,
Velociraptor.
I haven't seen a whale.
Oh, we haven't seen a whale. Maybe you could come out on one of the fishing ships and we could show some of the acid whales out there. Hefty
Acid
beasts.
whales.
And the sea monster.
Oh yes, aye, there's some of the sea monsters out there. There's some nasty
Nelly.
beasties out there.
That does sound like a good voyage, but maybe at a later time.
Oh, aye. Oh, if you're hanging around town for a few days, that'd be good. I mean, if you helped old Walio get out here through the danger, and Walio, what did happen to your old horse? Why did you hire a shape-shifted man instead of your horse? Walio's like, oh, mamma mia, my papa, please don't tell him if you will see him, but Nelly, she, I may have gotten attacked on the road by the wolves. My papa, he said don't come, but I came anyway. And these fine folks, they saved me. They're very powerful people. They're very strong. Look at this man. He comes over to Vharik and like grabs onto your thigh, Vharik, and is like, look at the size of this man. And this dragon, he's very large and strong. This is a powerful dragon. Like me, I am a powerful dragon too, but this one is very large. And
Phaedra's
he's
in the corner going, sweet, I got no muscle.
But he's like walking around, like pretty much trying to show all of you off to this pirate-esque figure. He's like, yeah, you look like quite capable folks. I mean, there's always work in town if you be keen for soldiers.
What exactly are you doing? You're shipwright, obviously, but is there specific ships and stuff that you make?
Oh, I am the owner of the shipwright in town. You know, I create most of the boats, and me boy and some of the other Earth Ganassi, they work their magic on the stone hulls so the acid ocean doesn't etch the wood away. And this wood here, and he walks over and slaps the lumber, is some of the best wood in the business. Takes the enchantments right proper, which looking at that as well, this is a good load. I guess I owe you some money, Walio. And ahead of schedule as well, that'll get you a nice bonus. Give me a second. Oh, come inside, folks. Get out of the evening. I'll pour you all some ale. Come on inside. And he turns around and stomps off inside the large building.
Would we have known about the banner accord and the acid water that they mentioned?
Probably not. You probably haven't heard anything about that.
I wouldn't, but Atticus would? Maybe?
No.
No?
Atticus
Okay.
has... Well, one, Atticus isn't here. And two, he wouldn't have heard of anything about it.
Where did Atticus go?
Turn to Wally and just be like,
I lost him.
acid water.
Atticus stayed
acid
with me.
tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Um,
Luke?
And ask Wally, like, what's with this acid water?
Oh, well, the ocean around here, yes, it is very acidic. It is quite dangerous. I would not recommend going for a swim. The banner accord, the navy, they killed the god of the ocean into here, and they turned the ocean in this area into acid. It is very dangerous. But some of the creatures that they pull up out of the deeper ocean are quite scrumptious. They're good eating. As long as you have to pull them up through the acid ocean very fast. Otherwise, they get eaten by the causticness and they melt. It's not pleasant.
I don't think I'm gonna like anything here. It doesn't sound appetizing at all.
Oh no, some of the fish that they stew and honestly, look, the windmill here, they grind a lot of the wheat for the land around here as well. The bread is mwah, it's perfect. They don't make the pasta like my papa makes out back home in Burns, but the bread is quite acceptable.
A good flatbread?
It's a good flatbread. It is no pasta, but it is quite good. Hey, come inside. Let's get you your payment as I promised you.
Yeah. What about this speed bonus he's talking about?
Speed bonus?
Oh well, we see how much we can get out of him, but leave it to Walio. I'm good at negotiating the prices. I'll get you a little bit of the extra something.
Okay, so we're going into the shipwright building area kind of thing?
Yeah, he's heading back into here by the look of it.
Okay, cool. And it's sort of like enclosed, is it?
Yeah, so you can see as the door is open, look inside. Are you heading in?
Yeah, I'll head in.
Bilius clomps his way and turns to the right and motions you to follow. Off to the left, you can see a large open warehouse, just with all sort of tools and planks and piles of lumber and barrels and various equipments. And You can see there's still a few guys carving away at some pieces of wood. Across to the straight forward from you can see the end is open to the ocean with a breeze coming through, and you can see a half-constructed boat sitting inside there. But he waves you off to the right, which looks like it's going to a bit of a living quarters sort of thing.
Okay.
And you can see he moves into a large dining room type setup.
All right. Well, as Phaedra walks inside, she is a little less agitated, but also curious at the boat because Harlem's Drift had their shipwrights also, didn't they?
Yeah. Definitely nothing as large as the ship you can see here. And interestingly enough, it looks like the hull of this ship, it almost looks like there's stone growing up the sides of the hull. Almost like it's an organic stone that has started to grow. It's not completely covered yet, but it started at the keel, the bottom, and is growing up the side by the look of it. It's interesting design.
She's
covering over the wood.
She's gonna go and investigate and have a good look at it to see if there's any ideas to bring back home, possibly.
Give me an investigation check. So some of the boats back home, they use enchantments into the hull, so they slide over the sand without getting worn down. This one here, you don't see immediate signs of enchantment. It looks like some sort of actual transmutation, as the outer layers of the wood are being slowly turned into and covered over, almost fossilizing into some sort of stony type substance. So you run your finger along, and it feels like a very strong, dense stone, like granite almost.
Okay.
It's not like sandstone; it's hard and solid. But you can see as it's growing, it's quite a thin layer. You imagine it wouldn't add a whole lot of excess weight, but it definitely a little bit of extra weight onto there. But yeah, listening to them talk about the acid ocean, you imagine that anything made of wood going out into the ocean is probably going to melt and be eaten away quite fast. Whereas this layer of stone is probably going to help to avoid that.
Yeah. Nice. She's like, okay. And then she'll walk back to where everyone else is.
Coming into the large dining room, you can see Bilius plonks over and he grabs a couple of large clay pots. You've been travelling all day, folks. You want a drink? I've got some of the best ale in the city in here. And he starts pouring it into a few different jugs and passing it out one to each here.
We've got a mini brooker.
You got a mini brooker?
We got a mini brooker.
He goes, well, here be your drinks. Drink up, and he has a slosh from it himself. And payment, Mr. Walio. As promised, that was 3,000 gold pieces for the load of lumber, and I think it's seeing as you're a couple of weeks early, I think a 200 gold piece bonus on top wouldn't go astray. What do you say about that, Walio? He's like, oh, 200 gold pieces. That is it is a good starting, but this is the finest of lumber out here, and as you see, the guards who helped me escort here, they could probably do with some more. How about the 300 gold pieces? I need to, buy a new one early. This oxen isn't going to stay with us forever, are you? And he looks at you expectantly, Derek. It's like, you could hire on to me, and we could take it back to Papa, and you could keep working as an oxen.
No, I'm way too busy for that.
Oh, I see. Okay, I guess so. He sits there, haggling back and forth a little bit. I'll let one of you guys just roll a d20 for me. See how he goes with his persuasion and his negotiations.
I'm going to cast suggestion and say you should be generous. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, well, that's a natural one. He's like, yeah, I be filling in. I think that's a sensible suggestion. I be in a generous mood. I mean, we just had a good show for the night as well. Yar. All right, then. All right, let's make it 3,400 gold pieces. Here, give me a moment. And he clomps his way across the wooden floor into his office out one side. comes back with a couple of small wooden chests that he plonks onto the table. He opens one up and starts counting up piles of gold and some piles of platinum. Slides across that, and he's like, "Yar, I mean, here, I'll get you a couple of sacks. There's a whole bunch of gold pieces and that." And comes back with a couple of large leather sacks and bundles it in. And he'll slide across 3,400 gold pieces worth to Walio.
Can he
Within-
carry that?
Walio's like, "Oh, Papa, we are so happy. Thank you for that, Abilius. It has been a pleasure doing a business with you here." And he separates the pile in half, and he goes, "As a promise, my friends, here's 50%, and he'll give you what's half that? 1,800?
You
200.
say 12. No,
3,400. What's half of that?
1,700.
Oh, that's 2,000.
1,700. And he'll slide you across 1,700 gold pieces.
Oh, man, I'm really bad at math. 6,000. He should have given us 6,000.
You got 3,400 gold pieces total. Half of that,
Yeah, 1,700.
1,700. So someone wants to add that in an assortment of platinum and gold pieces. He's like, "Yar, pleasure doing business with you lads, and if you're ever looking for more business, I can always sign you onto the town militia as well."
Who, the little guy?
You're always... No, not little Walio. He's not a fighter, but you'll find folks. You look strong and powerful. Sometimes the town's in need of extra guards to bolster the defenses or go on adventures. But the town militia is always a reliable income for those who are a bit rough and out and about.
What are the defenses for?
Fucking loaded.
Oh, there's all the sorts of miscreants and dangerous things out there. I mean, the town walls keep them at bay the most of the time, but so we actually have a series of towns and fishing villages across. We call it the Banner Accord, although Admiral Banner, he just calls it the Northern Accord. But he put the forces together during the war, so we figure it's a good enough name. But yeah, the Banner Accord, we take care of each other. So here, come over here, and he waves you to one of the windows, which he opens up and points out to the lighthouse. As you look up to the lighthouse, you can see there's, as well as the light that is spinning around with the white and the red strobing signals, you can see on 4 of the corners of the lighthouse large, what looks like wooden pyres. He points up to them and he goes, "Yar, you see them? They be signal fires. If one of the cities or towns along the northern coast comes under attack, the pyres are lit and they call for reinforcements. We spin up the town militia and we head off to assist. Happens every so often when there's a certain monster or a large sea creature attacks the towns. Haven't had an attack in a couple of weeks, but we like to keep busy. Honestly, my girl, my ship, she's the fastest. I always get there ahead of everyone else, and more glory for me, they say."
Speaking of monsters, we've seen a man flying south. Is that a common occurrence around here?
Man flying south. Oh yes, that would have been one of the post. An Aarakocra creature, the winged man, yeah. One of them creatures, yes?
Yeah?
Yes.
Birdman.
Yeah. They be Aarakocra. They're a bit of a, honestly, a bit of a hardcore zealot sort of lot. I generally try to avoid them, but they're reliable. They make sure the post gets through. Sometimes, no matter who dies in the process, if you catch my drift. But they're reliable. If you need to get a letter or some money sent somewhere, call in the post.
How exactly do you call in the post?
Well, yeah. You generally just wait for one of them to arrive in town. They come through here every couple of days, and they post up at the Bucket and Bilge for a day or so, and then people give them whatever they need, and off they go again. They make the rounds through the main cities.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Phaedra's going to back away from the window as well.
Blacksmith in town.
Oh, there be a good blacksmith. He's probably closed at this time of night. Most people will just be off drinking. But, do you have a place to stay in town? I've got some beds in here if you need anywhere to stay. We always have extra labourers coming and going, but our work's fairly quiet this month, so we got some spare beds if you like. Or you can head
Yeah.
over to the head over to the Fisher's Tail. They've got beds as well. The Buck and the Bilge, they're just a drinking house. No one really sleeps in there.
Well, if you're offering us beds, I wouldn't mind taking it, but then I'd like to go for some drinks.
Oh,
Check
of
it
course.
out in the town.
Of course, I are. Honestly, I might take you for some drinks myself.
Nice.
The Fisher's Tail, that's more of a lively establishment than the Buck and the Bilge. Honestly, me boy, he works at the Buck and the Bilge. He's a bit of a sad-faced one, he is. But the Fisher's Tail, that's where the party's at. Actually, you might be in for a fine party tonight with everyone having a good show, and secretly there's a couple of goblins that rolled into town. They're quite the entertainers, if you catch my drift, and it gives you a bit of a wink. Yeah, come on, finish your ale, and I'll show you the way. Come on.
Alright, she downs it.
He downs his and stomps us down, and he's like, "Come on, Walio, I'm gonna get you drunk," and he picks him up underneath one of his arms. You see the hook actually like stabs into Walio's side. He's like, "Oh, mamma mia, that hurts, please, be careful." "No, Billy, is that hurts?" And he starts clomping his way back out again. And leads you back towards the town square. Going back to Mr. Vutha, who's at this stage snuck his way back into the fortress. And you sneaking up the street, you see Atticus and Zolmos. What are you guys doing? Just lurking? Just hanging out?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just lurking around. Yeah.
Same.
Just chilling with Atticus, probably doing small talk like we always do.
When he small talks to me, I just ignore him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I go on like my full life spiel about how I'm born and where I am now, and I look at him and go, "So what do you think? Where should I go with my future?" And he goes, "What?"
Anywhere but near me.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry. Vutha, you're back, mate.
I am.
Did you find out any information about the lad?
I did.
Anything worth noting?
There's a man with a really nice crossbow out there. I could see him because my eyes started hurting, and then all of a sudden I can see in the dark.
Oh. Right. Can I? Sorry.
It's so easy to maintain conversation with.
Yeah, I go, yep. I look at Atticus and go, clearly I made the right decision sending Vutha. And then I look back at Vutha and I go, can I do an not investigation, maybe
Insight.
insight on why potentially he could suddenly see in the dark now?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Insight? Fucking...
Insight or investigation, or medicine.
What would you like?
You tell me how do you want to find out about what's going on with his eyes?
Well, I'm going with I have seen the symbol on him. I've made perception checks to my...
It's a bit more of a physical check over of him.
Yeah, considering I've seen what I've seen in the past.
Looking him in the eyes. Yeah, give me medicine or investigation, your choice.
Will I make a history check as well, just because of how learned my guy is, or?
Just do an investigation.
Yeah, give me a history.
I'm just checking.
Like, because my guy obviously read all the books back in the Underdark.
Yeah, just if you've heard of something like spontaneously learning how to see in the dark, like getting dark vision. Atticus, nothing rings a bell. It's almost you kind of start getting up closer to Vutha, and you just see his mouth start to open up. You can just see these just rows of razor sharp teeth, just like glinting in the moonlight and the occasional flash of torches. And you're like, as you back away a little bit, you can't notice anything. Maybe a slightest shimmer in the back of his eyes, like you see, when a light shines onto a cat's eyes. But
fucking nothing. Right, thank you.
Nothing immediately obvious. Then you swear Vutha starts drooling as you start to get closer.
I see all these sharp teeth, and I think what I take away from this was, why did I hit him over the head with a lute and then back up slightly?
So I ask
From your
Vutha.
eyes, the guy you talked to, is he all right? Did you find anything out, mate?
He said he'd be okay. He was thirsty. I gave him his backpack. He drank out of the thing. And he worships some goddess who's dead.
He worships a god.
A
Okay.
goddess.
Oh,
Listen, you silly bard.
I'm so sorry for getting mixed up there. My bad. I look at Atticus and go,
Goddess of medicine or something or other. He was healing himself when I left. He didn't want me to put him down out of his misery. I feel he's okay.
yeah, look, I don't think most people want to be eaten Vutha. But
I wasn't going to eat him. I was going to cut his throat.
Yeah, but I assumed you would
Then
eat
maybe
him
have
after.
a nibble.
Yeah,
I
there
am quite
it is.
hungry.
There it is. Why did I hit you over the head with a lute again? Anyway, Atticus, Vutha, let's go find the party, and I'll head back to the main square if the other two are happy to walk with me.
And we'll say as you guys start to move off back into the main square, you see the rest of the party coming back up the side street, led by a peg-legged and hook-handed individual who waves you towards this building here and starts walking you towards the door.
Phaedra's starting with the itchy skin again. What is in this air?
Tunes.
I know who that is.
Hey, no, this isn't the right one that I want.
Oh,
I want this one.
upsetting.
Shit tunes.
Aw.
No, that music is meant to be on the other one. I've mixed up the two of them. Let me fix this. You do have the fun music in this one. There we go.
Okay.
This one is much more lively. The other one, less so.
These musicians are better than you and your stupid lute.
He's too rocking away up there.
I walk over to Phaedra and start scratching my arm after that comment.
We got the itches now.
But yeah, so as you approach this building here, you can hear quite a lot of just raucous laughter and cheering and some music playing as Bilius walks up and holds open the two double swinging, classic saloon doors.
Oh, after you, Atticus.
As you start to come in, you see a short figure come to meet you all. As Vutha just goes staunchly past him, you see a small halfling with just this crazy hair, a strange pointed beard, and an eye patch over his eye for some reason. He comes just hopping down, doing a bit of a jig as he's going, dance along with the music as he goes. He's like, "Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. How y'all doing? Name's Billy Blaze. I don't think I've seen y'all folks around here."
Billy Blaze.
Do I recognize anyone in here from my youth?
Give me a perception check.
I'm on that one.
That's better. A bit better.
Hasn't popped up for me yet. Looking around, nah, you don't immediately notice anyone. What does draw your eyes though is there's a goblin standing up on top. Yes, they look like Fun and Fancy. There's a goblin standing up on this table in just this beautiful finery, just this gaudy as hell coat, a huge hat tilted to the side. What attracts even more of your attention is up in one of the chandeliers, you see a scantily dressed goblin female spinning around in this chandelier in time with the music, gyrating and jingling with all these little coins hanging from a belt as she belly dances and gyrates her way around this chandelier up in the ceiling.
Not
But yeah, you don't
green gobbler. Come to
you don't
town.
recognize anyone that you knew from your childhood.
The green gobblers come to town, boys.
But yeah, looking around, you can see just a series of humans, halflings, a couple of those goblins. You even see a half-orc sitting in the corner, just drinking by himself, leaning up against one of the walls, eyeing off people. There's a large Goliath waitress wandering around with just this huge meaty fistful of cups as she's just plonking more and more cups on the table, trying to keep up with what looks to be quite a heavy drinking culture going on around here.
Is there a spare table? Oh yeah, there's a couple of spare tables.
Yeah, a couple of spare tables. A lot of them are filled up, and everyone seems to be in pretty fine form. They come and see you come in, and you don't get the hint that there's anyone like glaring daggers at you or anything. It seems to be everyone's having a good old night.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Bilius, he clomps his way through and
Oh, we left Vharik behind. Come here, Vharik.
oh no, Vharik.
He's inside now. Oh, it's fine.
Oh no. Yeah, Bilius slaps old Billy Blaze on the back. It's like, yar, Billy, you still got that silly eye patch. Come on, these are some of my new friends. Go get us some beers, why don't ya? Get us started on some of the good stuff. None of that swill that you serve to normal folk. Come on, take good care of old Bilius here.
This is the bar up here, I'm guessing?
Yep. And Billy Blaze goes running off and hops over the top of the bar and starts pouring a bunch more drinks in.
Phaedra wants to go to the bar. Goes to the bar. Okay.
Plonks down a couple of hefty looking mugs of ale in front of you. He goes, well, there you go. That'll be one gold piece for the lot of them.
For the lot of them? Okay, I'll just flip a coin to him.
Catches it, bites it, looks it in there, pops it into his belt. No, starts pouring more jugs and hops up and starts cleaning. Classic bartender stuff, cleaning bowls and that.
Man,
Okay.
grog has gone up a lot from the small town to this town.
No, but it was 1 gold for all of them poured, didn't you say?
Yeah, it was for a bunch of them.
Okay.
But it's a little bit more expensive than what it was down south. But as you take your first sip, this is some good stuff. Definitely better than some of the swill you've had some of the previous places. This is top quality.
Nice.
Is Phaedra bringing that to all of us? Are we drinking at the table? Where are we drinking, Phaedra?
I went up to the bar, and I think Atticus followed me. Is there a table that will fit all of us, or do we have to just... Actually, should we just drag a table and do, like, the classic big group?
That's easy enough to do. So, looking around, most of the tables are small, maybe fit like 3 or 4 people around them. But yeah, you imagine you could probably drag a couple of tables around and fit in a little bit better.
Alright, if that happens, yeah, she'll grab, like, a whole fistful, like 3 in each hand or something. And she'll take them back.
As you walk past this large Goliath waitress, she slaps you on the ass. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Stop. Dex save. Oh, I'm not very dexterous. Oh, I am tonight.
You almost juggle some of the beers, and you turn around looking over at your shoulder, and she just gives you this big old wink and blows you a kiss.
Can I wink back?
Give me a persuasion check. Ooh. She's like, I'll see you later, sweetheart. Gives you another wink and turns around, just like doing the classic swaying of the hips. And this lady, she's taller than Vharik. She's a good, 7.5 feet tall. And honestly, the what's it called? Not the robe. What do waiters wear?
Apron.
Apron. Yeah. The apron that she's wearing is really not big enough for her, and is showing off a whole bunch of skin.
She's dressed, I can't think of the word again.
Scantily.
That's the one.
Vertically.
Yeah.
But yeah, you managed to get back to the table that you've like pulled on together, and yeah. What is Vutha writing?
Everything.
Speaks in Sylvan.
Found a lizard friend.
This guy is from
Oh,
Fun.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask the bartender. The reason I went up to the bar, I'm just gonna ask him, since he's a man who would obviously know the story of the town and all about it. Does he know about what the Braywoods have been up to?
As you say the word Braywood, he kind of hops up and he looks at you a little bit, and he's curious looking. He's like, "Y'all look familiar."
Oh, me?
Are you?
I came
You're
through
related to the
town when I
Braywood?
was young. Yeah, distant cousin, you could say. I came through town when I was younger. I was just wondering, what have they been up to lately?
Well, I'll be. Well, I've seen for a couple of months now. They sometimes come through here, and their business is doing well. Last time I heard, Braywood Keep. They've been doing some good stuff. They've been churning out some not quite as good as the shipwrights in here, but they've been getting some good boats going off in the town there. Sorry, give me a second. Names. Because yeah, the Lord Braywood, Phineas, his name is. He came through here a few months ago, purchasing some extra lumber supplies. Then he sailed on back. His boy, Anthony. He's always that glum-faced one of him. Do y'all know him well? He's always looking depressed. He's got that black hair, and you look real familiar to him. Actually, you look real similar. Blood must run strong in the cousins.
Must be that distant relative we have.
Yeah, but no, he's been doing pretty good. He was looking at maybe starting some of his own businesses and importing in some of the wine. I was thinking about buying off of him. Them folks doing pretty good.
Good to hear. Thank you very much, and I'll start making my way back to the table. Quick question: is the slaver party with us? Can't remember their names. Like Tea Leaf
The
and
Exodus
fucking...
guys. They're chilling outside. They don't seem to be wanting to get it. Yeah,
They can
they're
go
just
to the
hanging
boring
outside
one.
pretty much. Yeah, if you look back outside, they're pretty much just leaning underneath some of the shelter, pulling out their water flasks and just relaxing. Pretty much, they don't seem to be wanting to join in the festivities. Other than Tarhun.
Who's this character in the corner?
It's
Who is
no,
that?
it's,
Might be
it's,
Pam. I might move my character to. I know you haven't got him up on the board, but I might move him to wherever they would be.
Yeah, they're just outside. That's right. I can collect them. 1 second.
I think what Luke is saying is this the character that we know from previous?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, sorry, 1 second. Bop.
I'm sorry, I was offline for a second. Are these two goblins ladies of the knights?
So as you walk around the corner, you can see this half orc just sitting there, just glumly with a beer in his hand, just drinking away, just leaning on one of the walls. And he looks at you as you approach, just looking up and, oi oi, what you looking at?
You.
You can make at me with your eyes. How about you bring me another beer? This one's half empty. And as he's talking, you can see the bottom two of his tusks look like they're ground flat. Other half-orcs you've seen and full-blooded orcs, they've got larger tusks. This one looks like they're being almost ground off, but they're still starting to regrow up from his bottom jaw.
Maybe to buy me beer and be like, what's your name, mate?
Name's Azoth.
That's all.
What's your name?
I think I've heard that before. I'm Vharik.
Vharik, nice to meet you. Thanks for the beer. He holds it up to clink your glass, or your mug for a second, and takes a big old swig of it. What brings you into town?
Just traveling along the road. Found a little group to adventure with, making some money, doing other things. What about yourself?
Oh, I've been here for a while. Ever since the war, I just can't fucking settle down in this place.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Nothing else out there for me anymore.
What's
You
that?
fighting? You look like a fighter. Did you fight in the war? You kill many of them?
I fought. I killed some.
Yeah.
So
Props to you there. And holds it out and just clinks it and has another big old swig and just fucking killed a lot of them though. They're still fucking out there. They'll be done with the bastards.
Oh, hello, Boo.
Tell me about it.
Did you even hear some of those fucking... I mean, I guess they fought on our side, but I still don't trust them.
Okay.
Some of
yeah,
those
I'll get my dinner.
Shining Legion soldiers.
Yeah,
They actually camped up just outside of town. Off in one of them Deicide's farmhouse. I mean, yeah. Sure, they fought alongside of us with their traitor god, but they're still Celestials, you know what I mean? They're all as bad as each other.
Shining Legion? Traitor, like, it'll just be like question mark. Shining Legion? Traitor God?
Oh, God is raining out there, Jesus. He's like, yeah, the Shining Legion, they're, the soldiers varies the war god. He switched sides during the war, signed up with us mortals. And I guess... Oh, okay. He's like, yeah, the soldiers varies the war god. They switched sides during the war and sided with us mortals. Helped turn the tide of the battle. I fought alongside some of them over in Esath. They helped win that last war. Too late though. They lost me whole squad. Lost the whole damn army, honestly. But we killed off the celestial scum over there. And come back as the triumphant hero. He spits on the wall next to him. Thought the war was over, but still more of the fuckers back here. Come back to a dead family strung up to die next to my village. That fucker Vengeance is still out there. I still can't find the prick. The Shining Legion. They say they're after him, but they still haven't tracked him down after all these years. Pretty goddamn useless, I say.
And what happened to Ares?
I've no idea. But, I don't know. If I see him, I'll stick my bloody axe through his gut. Mark my words. May have fought on our side, but he's still one of them. They're not welcome anymore.
What do you do around town here?
What's that?
What else do you do around town here?
Honestly, a lot of drinking. And he sculls the rest of his beer and slams it down. And,
And a skull it in mirror to him and slam one down and offer him another one.
He'll take you up on that, grabs another one, has a sip of that. Oh, sometimes do a bit of odd work, guarding some caravans around the place. Head on out. Sometimes some of the herders out in the Blood Plains get rumours of Vengeance out there, so I'll head out that way and see if I can find him myself, but no joy so far. I'll get the prick eventually.
I feel your pain. What was that? I feel your pain there, buddy. I've found my way with this party. We're making a little bit of coin, and it's keeping me busy along the way. If you don't mind, you can come along with us for a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of like to stick to myself. Honestly, I was going to go out searching in a few days. We had the old Mrs. Netta. She went disappearing. She should be back in town a few days back, but she never came back. Her and her uncle went down south and didn't come back. So I'm gonna go searching for her down there.
Down south, you say?
Yeah, old Natalia Netta, her name is. Her and her uncle were doing a run down to the Flamborg with some fish. They should have been back a few days back, but haven't made it yet. So I might go out and go searching for her, make sure she's okay. Where do you say you came from?
We came from the Flamborg.
From the Flamborg. You didn't cross paths with her. She's a middle-aged woman, long brown hair, fairly pale. Her uncle, he's a taller fellow. Always, he's a bit older fella, but he's a stubborn one. Always tap around with that walking stick of his. Always making trouble with himself with the young ladies, if you catch my drift. He's a cheeky one, bit of a devil.
Give Vharik the side eye, like, those tents that we collected. Is that what he's talking about? And then sort of just like leaning back into our conversation with Calliope and Derek.
Did we take anything from them?
We took their tents.
Zolmos, as you whisper into Vharik, he looks at you for the first time. He hasn't really been paying much attention. He looks you up and down, and his eyes close up and stares at something in your hand, or maybe in your backpack. Whereabouts is that walking stick you had?
That walking stick is in my hand.
You see his eyes narrow, and he looks down at that stick. He goes, "Did you find that walking stick there, boy?"
I sort of look at him and go, "What's that, you ugly fuck?"
Smashes a glass over your head, or goes to.
Oh, yeah.
I
do you want me to do?
move to grab his arm if he's going to smash a glass.
Right, give me a. Let's go opposed athletics check.
Is that me or?
No, with Vharik to try to head him off, since you're kind of between them.
Okay.
You just made it by 1. You got a 25.
Okay.
You just managed to catch it. It's like, you're a cheeky fucker, aren't you? Where'd you get that stick?
I actually sort of I sort of like don't even flinch as Vharik catches him. I'm like try and act as tough as I can. I go, "We found this off a dead man who clearly killed himself." And then I press the button and let it float in midair, like let him try and take it. And I grab it and press the button. Like, "Do you want to take it, mate?"
He looks at you in
Like
the eye and
holding
goes, I know where that stick's been. You probably don't want to touch that without cleaning it first, but I also know that trick as well. Where'd you find him? And did you find Natalia as well with him?
I quickly press the button. I go, "I know who you're talking about now. Vharik, the woman who was sacrificed and the man who killed himself.
Oh, fuck. They're dead?
They are dead. I'm sorry, my friend."
You may want to talk to old Bilius. His business partner, Tom Lynetta. Natalia was his wife. He's been worried about her. You may want to deliver the news. You can probably show him that walking stick.
True. I did go up there and talk to them. I nod. Sorry, what was their relationship again?
So Tom Lynetta
Bilius.
is Bilius's business partner, and it's his wife that had gone missing.
Business partner, wife
You
is
reckon,
gone missing.
Do you reckon he'd pay for the news, or?
He's going to be pretty fucking cut up, I would imagine. I mean, I know what it's like to lose your wife. You probably ain't going to be wanting to talk to too many people too fast. But,
Is Walio
I know.
and Bilius with us in the pub at the moment?
Bilius is up. Where did he go? He's. I don't have a token for
No,
Bilius. I
you
need one.
don't. Yeah,
He's
I know
up sitting at the bar. He went to the bar with Billy Blaze. Walio. Yeah, Walio's with Bilius because he was carrying him around like a pet. Actually, I'm going to say right now Bilius is currently force feeding Walio shots.
And Walio's sitting on the bar.
Lovely. Okay.
Sitting on the bar slant, being held on the bar by Bilius.
Yeah.
I look at my new friend and I go, "Apologies for the ugly fuck comment. I'm just feeling, I'm just thinking things at the moment." And I stare at Calliope and go, "When should we break this news?" Thinking that she's listening. Have you been listening in? Sorry, Tomo?
Yeah,
Calliope?
he's just drinking and like watching. She was ready to fuck him up if he was going to hurt you, but
just one pointed at it, the smiling one.
yeah, just be honest.
I say I'll break it to him maybe in the morning. We'll let him have his fun with Walio. And I stare behind your shoulder and look at him like force feeding the shots down his throat. I think they're having a bit too much fun for this.
You see Bilius is just laughing. Yes, little dragon. Oh, yar. Alright, gonna make you drop again, little one. While it was like almost being waterboarded by strong spirits.
What was his name? Azoth?
Azoth.
Yeah. Thank you, Azoth. Apologies again for calling you ugly.
Yeah, I know, pretty face. And he holds his hand up and is like, you see all these like, just his face and shoulder and hand is just like covered in scars from various bladed weapons. It looks like.
I don't think it matters how fucking how pretty you are, mate. All those battle scars tells me a lot more stories. Turn back to my group.
Is anyone else doing anything, talking to anyone in here?
Calliope will just ask him, do you have any magic shops here?
Yeah. Not particularly magic store, but
Roll or
oh,
magic
actually,
people?
yeah, the up the lighthouse. Old Mog and Zog are up there. They do a little bit of magic work. They maintain the lights up there. He's a little funny fucker. But yeah, he does a bit of magic and actually, I heard old Leroy's coming to town. He'll probably be set up in the town square in the morning. He's a bit of a wandering tradesman. He's always got different magic supplies and trinkets and bits and pieces. Might be able to catch him in the morning. Yeah, as long as he doesn't jump out of town too fast.
Right. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, give Az like a little cheers, and let him go back to his depression drinking.
Whoa!
As you're talking, Derek and Calliope, you feel a bit of a bump against your legs, and you see just like a blur of green like come darting through and then hop up onto the table, and there's this just sexy goblin, scantily clad woman just starts belly dancing and shaking and gyrating all the way around you, hopping up on the table, like half knocking over drinks and just being a general pain in the ass.
Phaedra's just gonna pick up a
start
drink.
doing the clap, like the dancing clap, clapping along with it.
She just yells out, "Oi, pick up the beat!" And you hear the music start to pick up tempo, and she starts dancing and gyrating and jiggling.
I'll give Vharik like a little elbow. It's like, hey.
Vharik feels a stirring in his loins.
She hops off the table onto your legs and up onto your shoulder, and she's like pretty much using you as a trapeze, just like swinging around you all over the place.
Vharik's trying to cover like his loincloth in embarrassment. Standing there doing like a half arched over, like nothing to see here. So, what's your name, love?
I'm Shizra. Nice to meet you. What's your name, big fella?
I'm Vharik. Nice.
Oh, he sounds so like shy and timid.
He's got no shy, and he's like, I don't know how to. He's like all flustered.
I start doing like the
Hey, Zolmos.
I start doing the bang and click, and I point at him and give him a bit of bardic inspiration to improve his abilities to talk to women.
I know. Whisper in Zolmos' ear. Have you still got that enlargement spell?
I give him like the old thumbs up. I give him the thumbs up, like I've got you covered, my bro. It only lasts 10 minutes though.
You just made me spit out my lolly somewhere. It's gone.
So not only do you have bardic inspiration, but you can have that enlarged spell whenever you need it, mate. Just give me the symbol.
She starts, as she's dancing around you, just like running her hands up and down your arms. She's like,
What's a big strong guy like you coming to town?
Not
Looking
the
real
voice.
tough.
The voice.
Just looking to
Have some
ease the
fun.
sorrows and the pains.
Phaedra's just like, oh.
she keeps dancing around and moving and gyrating for a little longer.
She's like, well then, sweetheart, whereabouts you staying? I gotta keep moving around, but maybe we can catch you up later tonight, if you catch me drift.
We're staying at the shipwrights.
Oh, Billy, I say, he's a good lad. Mate, I might pop in to visit ya.
She ducks between your legs, like head first, down through your legs, through the legs of the chair, and tumbles off doing flips and tricks across the table and starts working over to another tell.
I look at Vharik and go, mate, looks like you might be going for a spin tonight.
As she goes to duck between the legs, can you make a dexterity check? Make sure she doesn't bump into something.
Natural 20. She does bump into something. You feel one of her hands ever so expertly just like drift around some of your nether regions as she tumbles on past.
Been a long time on the road.
Hey, you getting some tonight.
Alright. First client for the Goblin Brothel.
Do we have a bag of holding? Maybe snag her and put it in there.
Oh no. Please don't kidnap the goblin.
She's so getting kidnapped.
If no one's doing anything right now, I'm just gonna talk to this group here and just ask them why they aren't going inside.
Mara speaks up for the group. Goes, we don't like to join in on just frivolous celebrations. This world is nothing to be celebrated. It's just fooling us. We'd rather keep our minds sharp. Michael will help us see through these illusions, and alcohol will just blur everything together. We'd rather just stay out here and be amongst our own company. Maybe when some of the rebels inside come out, we can talk some sense into them and maybe bring them into the group. Let them see the light and help them live properly and atone for what happened.
I so hope in the background you hear, "Hey, Tarhun, another round!"
Just yelling and celebrating, flashing.
I was gonna say, tell Myra, I'm just like, even if you don't believe it's real, you might as well go in and enjoy yourselves. If none of this exists, how could your mind get clouded? The way I see it, you ought to be celebrating today anyway. A non-believer a believer of the gods got punished harshly today. Just for helping a friend.
Give me a persuasion check.
Where's Tarhun, by the way? Oh, there
He's
he
up
is.
by Vharik.
What's that?
Vutha, up here.
Oh my god.
What are these rolls?
Right.
She looks at you
Restart.
and goes, the arguments of the gods and mortals, they are nothing. They are just a distraction for our lives. Here, you go enjoy the party. We'll wait out here for you.
Okay, before I go, I do have one more question. Why do you hate the gods as much as you do?
Just look around the world. So many millions died, destroyed. And she points up, and you can see, just silhouetted with some of the stars, you can see the mountaintops where the great city of Azurim used to be and is now just a destroyed crater. She points up to there. She points up to the scar where the moon used to be, and now you can just see the occasional meteorite streak down. The destruction they wrought on this world, all for their own greed and hunger. And now they've just left us in this, in whatever this is. How could you not hate them? Look what they did to all of us. Just in their selfishness. They don't deserve our worship, and they've just abandoned us and left us to suffer and rot behind.
You say they brought all this into the world, but look around you, Mara. The gods are in hiding or dead now, yet a man just got whipped to near death and left to fend for himself. Or our friend was going to be taking a slave for your boss. You act like the gods did this, but maybe our kind are just scum. Because the gods seem to be gone now, but people are still killing people, they're still treating them poorly. It doesn't seem to have changed.
Oh, that is too true. And maybe you can join us and I mean, Michael, he tries to help us out, and maybe I can go talk to that man who was thrown out of the city. Maybe he can join us and we can help him. You know what? That's a good idea. Thank you, Atticus. Bran, let's go see if we can find that man and see if we can help him out. Make sure he's okay for the evening. Even if we can just provide some food and maybe one of our cloaks. Come, Brand, let's go. And she stands up and starts walking out towards the town gate.
Okay. I'll bid the rest of them a
Turns
good
back
night.
and she just, thank you, Atticus. You're a good man. You really do care.
I'm
Even
just
if you
gonna
do
give
look like a vampire.
I'm gonna give
Let's give him a nod.
I'm just gonna give
And
it.
tell the
Hey, sad sack,
tell
why
the-
don't you just come for a beer?
yeah. I'll tell the rest of them that if you guys don't want to join inside and talk around, and socialize, and just enjoy one night of your lives before
Whatever.
going back to find out your boss truly is a terrible person, then I'll leave you with a good night. And I'm going back inside.
No worries, they're just going to keep being sad sacks and sulking around outside.
Leave the sad sacks, come for a beer, buddy.
Peer pressure, come and have a beer.
I'm going to take that as an offer that he was offering his beer to me, so I take his out of his hands and say thank you, and then start drinking it.
Vharik's in such a good mood, he doesn't care. He's going to go over to the bar and just be like, a round of drinks for my friend, and what do gobblers drink?
What are these two doing over here as well? I'm curious.
Tarhun and Vutha, are you doing anything? So you see there's, so this isn't a lizard, this is another Dragonborn.
That's the only reason Tarhun's in the bar, because he doesn't drink. But he's over here talking to this Dragonborn, trying to find out where he's from, wherever he used to be a gladiator.
Oh, when he's trying to
What's he doing? What's he doing with smooth skins?
I'm not going to try to do a voice because my throat is just getting ripped up. But he'll tell you he's actually a ship's crew that's come into town trading. He's actually from Esath, which is another continent, a decent-sized island continent just off to the east. And they've just been duck into town doing some trading runs. They're just loaded up with a whole bunch of the delicacies of the fish that are growing around here, and they're heading out in a few days back again. But as they're talking, just having a bit of a waffle, they do mention, after noting the bunch of strange folk that have come in through here, he does mention to you that he did see some weird looking folk outside the city walls a couple of nights back when they first arrived. He mentions that he saw a couple of these green-skinned individuals that looked like they had armor on, just lurking around outside the city walls of an evening, which is odd. Went out there to check, and when he went out there next morning, there was no sign of him.
Green skin
There's
as
some
in
rumors.
green skin as in the tusk faith, or fellow dragonkin.
Not one of us dragonkin. Nowhere near as mighty and glorious as us. And, no, I saw them from afar. They were just, illuminated in the light of the lighthouse as washed over them. They, look like they had pointed ears, silvery armor. Interesting get-up, which is why I thought I'd mention it to, interesting folk, and this strange scaled lizard? Whatever you are. You're an interesting one, but,
This is my friend. I think he's also a dragon, but just one I've never seen before.
interesting breed of dragon, you're. Very strange. I've never seen the likes of your dragon kin anywhere before. Where are you from? My name's Vilfius.
My name's Vutha. I don't know where I'm from. I just woke up in the dark.
Interesting. Well, it's nice to meet you.
As is you.
Yeah, they just go on.
More information. So that's more people telling us about these people outside the walls.
Yeah, just
and
picking up in odd rumors. If you continue on listening to other rumors, he'll tell you about a pair of Chimiguia herders came through. This is coming from some of the smooth skin. We're just generally chatting as they join in. They're like, "Oh yes, there's some of those Chimiguia herdsmen. They came in as well. They were talking about
strange going-ons on out there. They said, talking, you know that ragged man that they talk about sometimes? They seem to be quite obsessed with him and staking out their goats. Honestly, I think that that there's just wolves that follow around in their camps and eat the goats that they stake out. There's no creatures out there preying on them. They're a superstitious bunch. And just talking about various creatures and goings on outside the walls at night.
Well, I'll look at Vutha and I'll just give him a nod. Because we might go and try and find more information out about these people outside, because this is like the third person that's mentioned these people on the outside of the walls, and Vutha knows how to get in and out.
I think might go down and talk to that assassin-looking dude down the bottom. He might know some sneaky ways in and out too.
He's a sneaky one. As you're wandering around and clattering and banging, suddenly you hear horns sounding from outside, blaring, blasting horns, and the music suddenly just screeches to a halt, and everyone goes slightly silent for a second. And these horns keep blasting, and you see that people start rushing to the windows and looking out. As they throw open some of the shutters, you can see a bright golden light shining in. And looking out, you can see the lighthouse. One of the large flares, one of the signal fires seems to be lit. And Bilius comes stomping over to the window. He goes, "Yar! One of the signal fires be lit. You need to get back to the shipwright."
Woof woof.
Dogs are barking too.
Oh, the
Frey did
dogs
not
start
like
going off in town. Yes, Frey, you're very helping.
Okay, enough.
You said I was helping.
Bilius rushes over and he looks out through another window at another angle and goes, "Yar, that be the Braywood signal fire. They must be under attack by something." And he starts stomping his way out past the bar towards the front door.
Attacks something. Phaedra's curious.
As he goes bumping past you, "Yar, that be the Braywood keep. One of their signal fires be lit. They must be coming under attack by something."
Whereabouts is that?
If the other lizard and be like, "You're coming."
Yar, it's
Sounds
off to the
like
east.
Smashing.
If you folks want to come smash something, you're welcome to come with me. I've got the fastest ship in the fleet. We'll get there first. Trust me.
I'm happy to lend a hand.
Vharik was intent on smashing something else.
You can come back to him. She'll drag him away.
As you go running
Where
out
did he
the
disappear?
as you go running out, the goblin chick will come past and just give you a bit of a slap on the rump and goes flipping off back the other side. It's like, "Good luck and good hunting. See you when you get back."
Vharik's just gonna turn back with like a loving look and he's like, "Wait for me."
"Oh, I'll wait. Don't you worry. I'll make sure you're recovered real good." Gives you a wink.
So Phaedra was up here.
Was that bardic
before.
inspiration?
She left.
Sure, she gives you bardic inspiration. Well, why not? That's fair. What was that, Sky?
I was gonna say Phaedra was standing here before that all happened and stuff, so I don't know if anything. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're gone. It's good.
So are you guys all following Bilius out?
Yep.
Just drag you back across. So as he's rushing across the street, you can see people are starting to come out of their houses, throwing on armor and strapping various weapons to their belts and rushing towards towards the docks. And he leads you on towards this. Sorry, not that ship. This ship over here. And you can see this just beautiful, sleek cutter, just a single sail, but a very, very streamlined hull. And he comes clomping along and starts untying the bowline. He goes, "Yar! Hop aboard the Feathercrest. She be the fastest ship in the fleet. We'll get there first. We'll get all that glory. Don't worry about the maelstrom. That'll catch up behind us." And hops onto the boat and starts untying the bow line. Starts unreefing the sail. "Yar! Do any of you know how to sail a boat?"
Phaedra may have an
Ew,
idea.
no.
Sorry. Who was that?
Calliope
What's
says,
rolling
ew.
on?
You keep
Why am
cutting
I
out.
intrigued? No. Calliope was like, ew, no.
Hey, Tarhun and Vharik, how about you grab the oars and we'll get underway. Once we're out of the docks, I'll unfurl the sail and we'll get going.
Which are we over here where Tarhun is?
This smaller ship
skip.
here.
Oh, what? I thought it was a bigger one.
Nah, so this is a small one. Doesn't seem to have any weapons mounted on it, but as soon as you all like pile on a board, and he unties it and start rowing to get out of there, you immediately see it start pulling ahead of the rest of the boats, which are just now starting to move out.
Calliope's like, ew, no, I'm like, I just push you on the back into the ship. Let's
Yeah,
go.
like, you're gonna be physically dragging Calliope because she's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
They're all going, we can't look like the bitch of the crew. Let's go.
You can tell Atticus is like definitely fucking like not a fan of being on water as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yeah, he's just like uncomfortable as fuck.
So between that, do I catch this? What's my insight?
What's your passive insight?
Oh, jeez.
What's your insight at?
Passive perception is what I've got.
Insight. I mean, yeah, your insight's pretty good. You probably do
I don't have
clock
it
that he's looking
listed.
pretty uncomfortable being on the water. Yeah, you definitely clock it.
Okay.
Calliope is not helping in any way. She is sitting down, doing her nails like, why am I here?
Well, Phaedra's also still, she's got the allergy coming up again. She's like, God damn, what's wrong with this place?
But you very, very rapidly pull out of the docks. I'll just use the party. Where's the party? Party's gone.
Party is
There
down.
they are. Party is down, still having a party. Yeah, you very, very rapidly pull out of the docks, and as the other boats are starting to get out as well, and start to move off towards the west. As soon as you're out of the docks, he goes, "Yar, pull the oars and I'll get the sail, and you'll see real speed." And he unfurls the sail, and it just instantly picks up the wind, and the boat almost comes up and out of the water, sitting up on its on some sort of hull that's now cutting over the top of the waves. And it's a very, very smooth ride as it starts hoofing its way off and down the coast at like just gaining crazy speed.
Oh no, we're off to fight Pirate Lucas.
Pirate Lucas. And you start working your way down the coast, staying, in visibility, like in sight of the coast. It's a fairly cool night. After all this partying and carrying on, it's probably about 10:30 in the evening. But you make very, very rapid time. It's about an hour and a half boat ride before...
Calliope starts weeping, starts sobbing to herself. I was going to sleep in a bed.
Yar, there'll be no time to sleep in bed. There'll be adventure to get after. Come on, lass. This is fun.
It's alright, Calliope. You'll get used to it.
What are we gonna do?
I will say, as you're starting to pull along just outside the docks as well, you do look towards the land and you can see 10 horses start to come out of the stable building just next to it. Actually, I'll just drag you back on so I can point what we're looking at.
Get kidnapped.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you do see 10 horses on this road here coming out from the farmhouse and just start to gallop their way to the west along the road. On those horses, you can see heavily armored figures with some of the light just glinting off their armor as they start making their way off to the west as well. But you rapidly overtake them, leaving them behind and then lose sight of them. After about an hour and a half-ish of sailing, you start to see some light up on top of these cliff tops. Immediately you see just this bright, bright flare of a signal fire up on top of a keep. A keep that, Atticus, you recognize instantly as the home of your family, the Briar Bay Keep. Looking further, you recognize where there's usually a bit of a glow from the town lights just down the hills from the keep. You see a much larger glow, as it seems a significant portion of the town is aflame. But I'll drag you across.
Do they have a similar lighthouse, or?
Yeah, so as you get closer, you can see up on top of this large fortified keep on top of the cliffs, a just bright signal light seems to be burning on top of the roof.
So it's the same normal and celestial seal thing?
Nope, it's just a plain fire.
Okay, yep, gotcha.
Yeah, just a very, very bright fire burning.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, as you approach the ship that you're on, starts to slow down, and he pulls back in quietly, reefs back in the sail.
He goes, Yar, Vharik. Grab the oars again and I'll drop the sail. We'll approach quiet like. There's an entrance through the basement down the in the caves below. Should be able to get in without being spotted and figure out what's going on in there.
And ever so slowly you start to just inch your way through into a bit of a cave system that moves on in. Atticus, you recognize this this cave system as, you know, you sometimes used to come and sneak down here when you were a kid. It was a lot of time used to surreptitiously move goods in and out of the keep when your parents didn't necessarily want them being known by everyone else. Let me just grab all you folks. Tarhun, Vharik, Atticus, Calliope. Some folk over here. Who do we need? Mr. Derek, Phaedra, Vutha. So many people. And Zolmos, he can be out the front.
Ah, yes, trying to lose my jaw again.
So as the boat slowly grinds into the sandy beach as the water shallows out, Bilius carefully hops up and he's like,
Yar, we can enter here through the crypts. We can make our way up to the top and see what's going on.
I look at Billy and go, can you sneak with that leg?
Yar, that'd be a good point. I'll take up the rear, as it were. I'm not the quietest individuals.
And you hear him just like clunks against the stones at your feet.
Tarhun, get up here.
And yeah, Atticus, you haven't seen this place for a good solid 20 years or so. It's been a while.
You better stop it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, better stop.
Yeah. Arthur's obviously got a bit of a shaken, like a bit shook about being back here, so he just takes a breath to relax himself, keep himself composed.
So I'm just looking for something.
Why does my passive insight not show up?
It doesn't show up generally.
Ah, okay.
Why do you? Why?
Okay.
Phaedra's just gonna yoink Tarhun back. Don't go running off, you. No starting fights that we can't.
Sorry, I'm just flicking through some windows here. So as you start to move up the...
I have to do another mage armor. Boom.
Yeah, as you start to move up through the building, you can hear the sound of... It sounds like weapons and fighting and screams ever so silently coming from upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or coming through from in here somewhere and through the doorways.
Beep. Oh.
I sort of whisper as quietly as I can without trying to make too much noise. I look at Atticus and, you want to lead the way, mate? Pretty sure you know what you're doing.
How do you know that? I've never told you about my fucking background.
Oh, that's okay. My bad. Disregard. None of us
Bit
noticed.
sus.
This is the first time Atticus is actually fucking sitting around looking in awe.
Or depressed.
Yeah.
Or depressed. Yeah, true.
True.
In that case,
Well,
fuck
hearing
you.
the
Let's
screams,
go, Tarhun.
no, I was gonna say hearing the screams, I would have ran through anyway.
Okay.
Oh, you said sorry, I missed that.
Hey,
But you said
can
something
I-
screamed.
Can I light a torch, please?
Sure can.
Ha! Don't know what your issue is. I can see perfectly.
Yeah, peasant.
Actually, can I just touch Tarhun's weapon and cast light on it?
If you like
Is that a
to.
wheelbarrow in here?
Oh no, not wheelbarrows. Is that right?
Yeah,
There are.
it is.
Drop knows our love of
Wheelbarrow right
wheelbarrows.
here. Right, there's a wheelbarrow.
So as you're making your way through, you can see the form of a guard has been cut down. He's just lying in a crumpled heap at the bottom of the stairs that are leading upwards.
I found someone who's dead.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Let's
I was gonna say no shit,
Thinks he's
Sherlock.
asleep in his own blood.
Can I get the rest of the party up here? I'm scared without Vharik.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. Hang on. Just making a tea.
It's very
Think that's
laggy
it.
tonight.
It is a fairly
Staircase
decent
leads
sized
to
map.
nothing. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Once everyone's up there, I'll drag you over. Is everyone else coming?
Yeah.
Slowly. Trying to.
So is
okay,
anything-
just the map size is fucking.
Yeah, the
oh,
map's
I
pretty
see.
big. I'll delete the party so you're not seeing extra stuff.
I think Tomo and Westy just got back.
Absolutely dark.
So there's nothing, just dead guard, no signs of how he died.
I mean, you can have a look, see if you want. Do you want to do a medicine check?
Yeah, I'll do that on the way I'm passing through. Medicine?
Give me a second, Vutha.
Don't wake him up. Let's go.
So don't eat that.
Oh jeez.
There you go. 21. Looking at this guard, immediately you can see couple of his limbs seem to have been broken, and you can see where he's tumbled down the stairs. But it looks like he was probably dead or dying before he came tumbling down here. And you can see gigantic slashes cutting clean through the chainmail armor that he's wearing. What looks like large swords have cut him down.
Swords. Okay.
Yep, you recognize the clean cut of blades, not of claws.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so we've got someone with the weapons.
Alright, let me drag you upstairs.
You found Builder's token.
Yeah, I did. I knew it was somewhere. Alright, let me just drag you all up. Stay there for a second while I drag everybody. Yeah. I'll just put you in the corridor.
Oh,
in the
hang on,
hallway
we're
there.
going over here. Yep, okay, cool.
Yep, down there.
Yep.
And a couple more. God, there's so many of you. That's great. I'm just going to pile you up.
Just,
And you can just slowly move your way off.
if you kill a few of us off, you have to worry about less of us.
Problem solved.
but we'll just come back.
There we go.
Lots of
Right, that should be
dead
everyone up there?
people.
There may be a pile of people.
Nice.
If you can't find
I
yourself,
found
just
more
move
dead people.
Are there any
You're, you're a true genius, Tarhun. I love you, mate.
on. So as you come up to the stairs, you can hear more screams and
Well, I wonder what he
fighting
was
coming
doing.
from. It sounds like on top of the roof. Just hold there for a second.
He's no pants.
Is that Wario?
I just
Warrior.
thought
He got
this
caught in
sees
the
an
act.
enemy.
Just stay still for a second, please.
Is that Wario?
It is not Wally. It's not Wario. He's so in the corridor here, as you come up the stairs, you can just see just dead bodies all throughout this corridor. You can see various guards. You can see a large, looks like a wolf-sized dog, and most of their bodies are aflame. It looks like some sort of, giant ball of flame, perhaps, has smashed into them along here. Where you're standing, Atticus, you can see two forms that you recognize. One is a large, fairly elderly, definitely a lot older than last you saw him, Dragonborn. You know him, he's the leader of the Briar Bay Guards. But more importantly, you see a fairly elderly individual that looks very similar to you, except his hair, last time you saw him, is brown, dark brown with hints of blonde through it from the sun. It's turned grey. He's grown out a bit of a beard. He's wearing a breastplate. And you immediately recognize him as your father. Except your father is currently lying prone on the stairs with a pool of blood spreading underneath him.
That was going to be my next question, is can I check any bodies to see if there's some semblance of life left in some of them?
As you start rushing around, Phaedra, scanning the bodies, all these bodies in here are dead, but you do see the barest hint of movement from the body that Atticus is standing over.
Okay.
Can I try and stabilize him?
I was going to...
Yep.
I literally yelled, like, Dad, so everyone hears it. Just, like, not to warn them, but just more like out of just fucking shock.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I go.
I run directly over to the Dragonborn and like, you found my dad?
So Atticus, give me a check.
Just did.
Alright.
Where are we?
Up top
So he-
line. Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to roll him over, and you can see on his side it looks like he is just covered in slices. His whole body is just been cut up. Half of his armor seems to be caved in on one of his arms, but you can see probably the blow that has taken him out looks like some sort of bladed weapon has jammed underneath and behind his breastplate and ripped its way out, and you can see the pool of blood is spreading from there. You grab some spare rags and start stuffing it in as Phaedra comes up and lays her hand on him as the blood starts to slow down and stop coming out, and you can see just ever so slightly his lungs expanding and closing.
And I'll also dump, say... I'll be generous. I'll give him 5 lay on hands, just to give him...
Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you see as Phaedra lays her hands onto him, he just... he takes a breath and kind of his eyes just like flutter open, looking weak, laying on the ground. And he looks up at you for a second, Phaedra, seeing your eyes glow, and he shakes his head and he looks over and meets your eyes, Atticus. He goes, "Oh, my boy, I always knew you. I thought the afterlife would hurt less. It's good to see you again, my boy. Even if it is in death." He's looking at you. And he starts to try to sit up.
I'll tell him to take it easy. I'll be like, slow down. And I was like, this is going to shock you, but this isn't the afterlife. I'm here, Dad. I'm actually here.
He
I'm
takes
back.
his hand off of his wound on his side, hit the blood on his fingers. He's looking in confusion. He's like, Atticus, my boy, what do you mean? You've been dead. I accepted. We had a funeral. What do you mean?
It's
You're
a
here.
long story. I'll tell you later. Where's fuck? I'm a bad brother. What's the brother's name again?
Your brother's name is Anthony.
Yeah. Where's Anthony?
Anthony, and you see his eyes like shoot wide. It's like Anthony was trying to be a reguard. He was trying to get the women and children up to the roof. They were invading. They cut through, and he looks around at all the guards. They're heading up to the roof. You have to try to get up there.
And Phaedra will be like,
There's
which
too
way?
many of them. They cut us all down. They blew us up. And you see him cough, and just a spray of blood comes out. He's like, and starts to try to struggle to his feet, reaching to a rapier that has clattered to the floor underneath him.
You're in no shape to fight. Rest. Go down to the caves. We have a ship there. I promise I'll bring Anthony down.
Okay, hurry, go collect him, please. He was trying to get the women and the children to safety. Hopefully he's holding out. But there's a lot of them, please. You have to go. Be careful.
Before we go, who's attacking you?
I don't know what they are. They're humanoid, green skin. They've got swords. One of them's a magic user. Be careful. She threw a fireball, scorched us in the corridor. Old Grey managed to shield me from most of the blast. He looks over at the dead Dragonborn. You can see, you recognize him, except he's looking a lot older and now a lot more dead, unfortunately. He was a golden scaled Dragonborn. Most of his scales are charred and black, and it looks like he's taken a pretty hefty blast of fire magic. And his whole body is just covered in cuts. It looks like he went down fighting.
Well, that's the case.
And
I'm
your dad, he points off inside. Head up through there, up to the tower. Try to get up there. They can't have gone too far. Be careful. Yeah. I'll go down to the crypts we sent. Did you see old May? She went down there with some of the children to hide them in one of the crypt rooms. Did you see them on the way?
I haven't seen them.
I'll go down and check. And he stands up. Old May, she's a bit of a trickster. Hopefully she managed to hide them. Please, you have to hurry. Go. Take care.
I will.
I don't want to lose you again, Atticus. It's good to see you. Spits a clump of blood onto the ground and starts to limp his way off down the stairs.
Does this Dragonborn dead dude have a weapon on him?
I can see he's got a large mace in one of his hands.
Can I take his morning stuff?
Yep.
Did you say down that here was a crypt with the children?
No, the way you had just come down.
Oh, the way it came from.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Essentially, he's wandered back down there. So I'll say you kind of. It's been a while. It's foggy, but in your memory, but you really never forget. Your childhood home. So I'm going to just draw a line on there. The path that you remember that heads up to the top.
Yeah, Phaedra's just sort of run off in the general direction of pointing, but also sees bodies.
That work? Oh, come on.
Nope.
That line didn't work. Let me try again.
I don't see shit.
That line work?
Yep.
That line worked. There we go. Just got to draw in a few small sections. There we go. That worked better.
Right. So these guys are goners.
Yeah. So you see a couple bodies. These guys look like maybe civilians. They're just in normal, civilian attire, no armor or weapons that you can see. Atticus, stop there. I'd say as you come rushing past this, you recognize this as one of the bedrooms that a lot of the guards stay at. But as you walk past it, this strange creature just lunges out at you. One more second. Yeah.
We've come across these things before, haven't we?
11. What's your armor class? 12. Last second, you managed to slap it down to the ground, and you see this one of those strange slug-like creatures that you've seen before lurch out at you, and I'll get everyone to roll initiative.
Click on you first.
No.
Roll initiative.
No.
No.
No?
Oh,
Not going to do it?
come on! Initiative rolls do not like me.
I've rolled 2 ones today, so rolling a 5 ain't too bad.
I'm just saying, most of my initiatives, I'm always, below 10 in general.
Alright, how are we looking, everybody? So we got Vutha, Atticus, Zolmos, Tarhun, Vharik,
good roll.
Derek, Calliope, Phaedra, that's everybody. So top of the round is Vutha. As you hear Atticus just call out in alarm and you just barely see him slap something down onto the ground in front of him. What would you like to do? Mr. Vutha?
You muted.
Troy, we cannot hear you.
There we go. Yeah, I forgot
we
I was
go.
muted. I was eating chocolate before and figured you didn't want chewing noises.
Chocolate.
I want
It
chocolate.
was tasty chocolate.
Food chocolate.
Yeah, I can't see shit at the moment, so I'll just like
His dark
mosey
vision
my
hasn't
way
been
in.
activated.
No, I can see, but this like everything's blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Okay,
can see
now I
there's
can see
a
now I can
essen-
see the tadpoles.
essentially a raised walkway where Atticus is standing. That looks down onto the entranceway that you're currently standing on.
Oh, is that stairs at the end where Phaedra is?
Oh,
Yep.
so it's like a second level? Is it like
Yeah,
a
it's
second
like
level?
a half a level up. It's looking just down onto the entranceway. You've gone up, a half a level.
She could have just jumped over it.
And there's a tunnel, like doorway underneath Atticus, I take it.
Yeah, so there's
Into
doorway
the
just
other
to
room?
just to the north, and you can see him.
Yep.
He's
Okay.
about to, he's being attacked by something.
So Atticus is up high, and I can
Yeah.
see straight through the doorway to this slidey thing.
Yeah,
The
I'd
tadpole.
say you can see through his legs. Yeah.
Isn't he on a raised walkway? I'm confused.
Yeah. So it's a raised walkway. It's like at shoulder height.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, can I just get up it, climb up it there, or I have to go up those stairs?
You'll need to go up the stairs. You're not going to be able to fit through that gap. Oh, you can try to weasel your way through. If you want to give me an acrobatics check.
Sure,
But there's
let's
like
do that.
there's like bars and portcullis. It looks like there's a bit of a almost
Oh, now you
defensive
tell me.
platform, so you can fire down from that raised platform onto
Okay.
that entranceway. But you can try to squeeze up through that way, or you can run up the stairs.
Well, I won't make it to the stairs in this turn, so let's try and squeeze up there.
Yeah, just enough as you manage to squeeze your
Huzzah.
way through. Actually, as you're squeezing, give me a
Nah, too late. I'm already up here.
inside. So you get up, but inside of your body, you swear that you feel your bones as you're trying to squeeze through this gap. You swear you feel your bones morph around, and you should have been able to get through that gap as easily as you did. But then you pop back out to the other side and you feel your bones just shift again and back to normal. It's weird.
I am rubber. Fantastic. Stairs. So I can't see down into the room from here, right?
No. Pretty tight
Okay.
corridors.
And then what is the... Sorry, I'm just clicking and holding. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so I can go to about there. Can I get an arrow between Atticus and that?
You'll be at disadvantage, but because you're in melee range.
Dagger it.
How am I in melee range?
Because you're within 5 feet.
But there's a wall there.
Yeah, you can lean around the corner. Either way, you're in melee range. Don't argue, do something.
Why have I just got a message saying can I hear them?
What?
Oh, it's
Do
a
something.
Discord.
Hurry up.
It's definitely a scammer. Yeah, okay, let's see if I can stab it with a dagger then.
Evacuate.
Hang on, make sure I just... Actually, I guess... Actually, no, sneak attack's only at range, isn't it?
Sneak attack you'll get because you got an ally next to him.
Yeah, because they haven't taken a turn. Alright. Dagger. No, not that. Go.
Yep, that hit as you just lean down and just dart between around the side of Atticus and just jam this dagger through this little slug-like creature that just shudders and drops to the ground unmoving.
Huzzah! And then, this will be a surprise, but I want to hide behind the wall. Poorly.
13, not very well. Atticus, over to you.
How about on the last slot? I meant the tadpole.
On that one?
Yep.
Go for it. Roll away. Ooh. That one just explodes into just a burst of flaming viscera and blood and goop on the ground. We're going to just stick in initiative for now. Anything else? You want to move anywhere? Do anything?
Well, he's my way, but I
You can squeeze past
Oh,
him and just take double movement.
True. Just gonna move. That's 10, 15, 20, 30. Yep. So
just gonna-
slow to move. That's my turn.
End your turn. All right, Zolmos, over to you.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, so I chase after 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Up here. I'm guessing that's the only way to go.
Yep.
I'm just following after Atticus / Phaedra, and I'll ready an action to cast Vicious Mockery in case I see any ugly fucks.
Roger, Tarhun. 25, 30. He's inside Zolmos.
Oh, Tarhun.
So you just dashing?
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do. I
No
don't even know
drums.
where the fighting's coming from. I'm just running around in the dark. Well,
But you got a
Yeah, he's got
weapon
a bit of
cast.
light.
Yeah, you got light on you.
Yeah, I'd say you
I
could probably
run
make
up
it to
here,
their
and this is as
must.
far as I can make, and I find it, Phaedra, and I'm like, you're not a bad guy.
No.
Zolmos, you can cast Vicious Mockery for me because suddenly you see another one of these slug-type creatures come darting out of the room and try to chomp Mr. Vutha in the back. Ooh, that hits. Unless we go Vicious Mockery first. So, what am I doing? DC 15 Wisdom save. At advantage, because reasons. Ooh, that's a hard no. So he takes, what's that, 5 points of damage and has disadvantage on his attack?
Is that the first time it's hit, or one of the first couple of times?
God damn it! I've been muted this whole time. I've been talking shit.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. I go, you ugly little fuck! Don't touch my friend. And cast
I'm
my
gonna-
magic.
I'm going to re-roll that attack and take the lowest. Vutha, what's your armor class? Oh, with that
Yeah,
Vicious
mate.
Mockery, this slug darts at you and goes to chomp into the back of your thigh. And last second, you just hear Zolmos just abuse this tadpole, and it just darts and just like headbutts the back of your leg instead. Not managing to make purchase.
Excellent.
Vharik.
I'm going to turn my fire sword on.
Roger, bonus action, flame on. Where was our
Oh yeah,
fire
definitely
symbol?
should have been the word.
And the cat's just going to chase after people.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to put your light on, but you keep running away.
Oh, yeah,
What was the distances for your fire? That's right, I got you now. Is it 20 or 40 feet?
Same tongue light is 40 feet and an additional 40 feet dim light.
Such a big light. There you go. Flame on. I mean, no, Inferno.
15,
Yeah.
5, 30, 40. I'm dashing.
I'd say
Or you-
you'd get just behind Tarhun probably. You're in the bedroom.
So you rush into this bedroom. There's a dead woman on the ground. Yeah, you can probably just get in behind Tarhun.
Yep.
And you have your flaming sword. Sword. Screw it, I won't worry about a symbol. Derek.
I'll run in and then just dash to go an extra distance. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. That's me.
Lovely. Calliope.
Calliope will go 5, 10, 25, 30.
Feel like you're just walking. You're moseying.
Yeah, no, she's dragging her. She's dragging her. Why am I here?
Yeah, I thought so.
In bed. And she'll hold her action for any enemy in the area. She'll cast Chill Touch.
Roger. Bilius will come clomping up next to you. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Lovely.
next to. And you see him pulling a rapier out of his belt. Phaedra.
Phaedra is getting a two-handed out and taking a hit.
At advantage. Oh, yep. That tadpole goes squelch.
And then she kicks it in the room, whatever's left over.
Just squelches across the ground.
Okay, so I think that was...
And I go to Phaedra. I'll take credit for that one.
She'll be like, cool. And what was that? That was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? I think that's her movement. And I'm done.
Roger, and I believe that puts us back to the top of the order, which is good. So Atticus, suddenly as you're looking out through the corridor that takes you upstairs to the roof, up through the spiral staircase, you do see some movement darting across the corridor there.
Fighting area.
Let's do that. Okay, Vutha.
Guess I'm following up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I get past Atticus?
You can muscle past. It's just moving through another character space. It takes twice as much movement.
Yeah,
15, 20,
yeah, that's
25,
where I hit.
Yeah.
30 is
Oh,
going
yeah.
past
10,
him.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so you can just get right in front of him here.
See what I mean? Yeah, I can. Cool.
Yep, yeah, right there, and adjust your movement.
Yep. And there, and I just get ready to stab anything that comes at me. Or Atticus, I
worries.
suppose, because he's behind me, and I'm hiding. As always.
Roger.
Poorly
Great.
again.
Poorly again.
It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Really.
Atticus.
I will obviously push past and 15, 20, 25.
Odds of rolling 4 twice in a row.
I think that's 30 where I am now.
Oh.
And
oh.
stop there. As you rush into the room, you see these green-skinned soldiers. I've got a little handout. 1 second.
Oh, green skin.
green skins.
These are the green skins.
These fuckers.
Oh, they're gifts.
Goblins.
Tall gobbos. And they're both going to take 2 swipes at you as you charge through in between them.
Cap.
What?
Yeah, those are the greens.
That'll hit. So 21 to hit,
Wait, why do I get attacked by 2?
because they were holding their action, and you just charge between 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. How much to hit?
21 to hit on the first.
Oh, yeah.
For-
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant damage.
Oh, no. Not quite that bad.
Then the pay
And 22nd to hit on the second. I was wondering if she had shield. I couldn't remember.
Nah.
But it's 14 damage on the first and 14 on the second. So 28 total. As you charge through the middle, and just these 2 swords slash down, cutting into one into your back and one into your stomach.
Vutha sees this, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Vutha probably saw just a
too
flash
much.
of silvery blades, and just Atticus like almost double over as he's just being cut down. But yeah, it's a total of 28 points of damage, I think, if that adds up. Half of it is, part of it is psychic, but I don't think you got any restrictions on that, do you, Atticus?
No.
No. Alright, so take that damage, and continue on with your action.
Well, from there, I'm going to cast Fireball.
Fireball, eh?
I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it first before I do. Actually, I'll put in the thing so you can all read it.
Make sure you mark down that damage as well on yourself.
Burn himself.
I have.
Before you forget.
Haven't I? Oh, I haven't. It hasn't come up, sorry. My
No.
bad. I thought I did. There we go.
Are you...
That made a slight difference.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no, I'm probably not going to cast that actually.
I mean, you can if you want. It's gonna make a hell of a mess.
Wonder where he found the.
Ooh, okay, okay. Alright, I like it.
Yeah,
Done. Whereabouts?
Okay, so
Draw me a
what's
circle.
Flies the 15-foot radius.
So pretty much you can darken out this entire circular room you're in.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can pretty much turn this entire room black.
Yeah, centered on the table.
Yeah, send it on that table, this room goes black.
Oh, center it on the table. My bad, I didn't do that. Hang on.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's
I don't think you even need anything here. Like, this room just turns black. Unless you want to put it somewhere specific to, like, leave part of the room illuminated.
Nah, we'll just have the whole room black and make it fun.
Done.
What? Wait, so we're having a blind fight in there, are we?
Are we though? Are we though?
Well, two of us can see
Well,
magic.
natural light
You can't just...
illuminated.
Oh, I'm going to cast that with my sorcery points as well.
Why don't you choose on
Yep,
magic?
so you can see through it.
Saves a spell slot as well.
86.
Cool.
No one can see anything. You staying there, Atticus? I mean, that was already movement, wasn't it?
Yes.
We
That's
can
right.
see through it though.
Yeah, he can see through it. Just no one else can.
I can.
Zolmos, over to you.
Phaedra can.
Phaedra can as well.
Um,
I'll move it for Phaedra and Atticus
Right.
to see what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, right now you just heard Atticus just yell out in pain.
Fuck. Stupid.
I look at the two brutes in front of me and go, I'll run when you guys run.
So hold your action to dash.
I'll hold my action to dash when they dash.
Alright, Tarhun, over to you.
Well, sorry, when there's room in front of me. So probably when Vharik dashes. I'd
Yep.
say.
Roger.
I'm guessing from here, all I can see is magical darkness.
Yep, you can just see this just wall of blackness from the end of this corridor. This corridor just ends, the stairs start to go up, and there's just a wall of black.
It's like one of those like fog, but
Yeah, it's just a solid wall of just Vanta black. Nothing's coming out of there.
Just 1 second, I'm just gonna check. That's my move. I'm just going to, I guess, just finish dashing to just outside the darkness here.
Yeah, I think you get it. Yeah, pretty sure you could get up to about there.
Oh yeah, I've
Vharik,
got.
actually-
I just looked. I can move 80 feet
Yeah.
when dashing.
Yeah. So yeah, going through all the people and just muscling them aside, just barging Phaedra into the wall, barging Vutha into the wall as you go past, you could get up to there.
bastard.
Any bonus action?
As my bonus action, I'm just gonna stand. I'm just gonna block this way.
Roger.
here.
Right, Vharik.
I'm literally just following Vharik as you run, mate. 5, 10, 15.
So yeah, that's about as far as you could get. You wouldn't be able to get as far as Tarhun.
50. I finished there.
Yep. Yeah, you could get to there, Vharik. Wouldn't be able to get any further.
Oh guys, making it very difficult.
I'm sorry, I'll end there for you then. Does that make it better?
No, it doesn't.
Look, I waited my whole turn to dash, alright? Get over
The
it.
funny part is
10,
everybody
20,
everybody just crashed through Phaedra, but then they were real nice as they went past.
55.
Past Vutha.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, excuse me, do be careful, sir. Bump and then just like drop on the shoulder into Phaedra.
Fuckers.
Fucking god piece of shit.
Any bonus action, Vharik? Can't hear you, Vharik, so I'm going to assume no. Derek, over to you.
I'll just start running in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It gets confusing up there, but just follow the line.
What the fuck?
Just have
Potentially.
bones made of rubber and squeeze between the bars.
Yeah. Fuck you, Vooper.
That's me done.
Calliope.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Blimey, oh, here we go.
30.
Atticus.
Guess your dash.
Yeah, Murphy, just tell me if you want me to move that thing to have a look what's going on in that room. I'll just move it for you. Just let me know.
Nah, just on my turn, it'll be fine.
Yep.
Oh, unless like I do get a attack of opportunity in that situation as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you if there's anything moving on underneath there that you need to see.
Thank you.
Calliope can't see. Or Derek.
There's a bit of a screwed up wall there by the look of it. Can you see through there? How about there? Why can't you see? Yeah, some of these walls are screwing with it a little bit.
It gets a bit confusing up here.
The
But yeah,
walls are
you-
magic.
Yeah, she finishes there anyway.
Yeah, some of the dynamic lighting, I think, is screwing up along here. See if this fixes it or not. Is that better, Calliope, or is it still buggered?
Derek and Calliope
No.
cannot. It's just grey for us.
Yeah, your vision's kind of screwy.
Yeah, the only light we see comes from.
I mean, well, Derek is fair enough because there's not much light coming out through here, but you can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, why is your token saying you don't have night vision? You got night vision.
Yes.
Can you see now?
Yep. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, Derek can't see much at all because it's quite dark in here.
Too easy.
Yeah, Derek can just see a little bit of light coming from around the corner where Vharik's run off. You staying there, Calliope?
Yes, that's dashed.
Yep. Ilias is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's going to come clumping up and bump into the back of you.
Oh, sorry there, good lady.
Yar, sorry, young lady. I didn't see you there in the darkness.
Phaedra, over to you.
I'm pretty sure I counted it out, and 60 ends are here.
Yep, that end up there.
Okay.
So, if you want to move there, I'll move the light off so you can see what's going on in there.
Yep. Okay, so whoops, sorry, my
Dark on us.
Yeah, I put the
Alright.
darkness back on you guys so you can't see.
seeing that.
Hopefully. Can you guys
she'll-
see through that?
I can see in the room.
No.
Blast.
I can see it there.
That's right.
She'll take a swing at this guy next
This
to
boy?
her. Yep.
Go for it.
Is it just? It's just normal, isn't it?
Yep, straight roll.
Okay.
No.
You can't see anything.
He's blind, so yeah, at advantage, roll again. Straight roll.
Yep. Yep.
Because Phaedra can see through the darkness.
Yes.
Oh, Phaedra can't.
She can. And that's with advantage, that will hit 8 points of damage. You see him, like, you can see through this darkness. It's just this, like, looks like just thick grey mist, but you can see through it. You come through, and this soldier's, like, staring around, looking, trying to figure out what's going on, and you just crush him with a two-handed battle axe swing into the side of his leg, and just hear him hiss out in pain.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Yep. That's me done because I can't really do.
No bonus action?
Oh, I might bonus action and give.
Oh, wait, was that your dash to get up there?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry. No,
Yeah,
that was
sorry,
my
you can't
bad.
attack.
I completely forgot. Okay, well I'll go bonus action and I'll give a healing light to Atticus.
Sneaky little 3 hit points.
Yep. Buff him
Right,
up a little
Atticus,
bit
you...
more.
Oh, who
here we go.
disconnected?
Oh, just Tomo.
Ah, that's right. Atticus, you heal 3 points.
Yeah.
And we're over to these dudes here, who cannot see shit, but are going to make a couple of attacks back in that general direction where Atticus was.
Miss.
Miss. Miss and... Whew, miss.
Major
As
miss.
they just like, you just see these creatures just slashing around with these large swords.
That one, does that get his mate?
Yeah. that
no,
one.
he's over the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which one.
But yeah, they're just like, they know you're there somewhere, but as they're just slicing down, you're just ducking down and staying quiet as these blades are just whistling, just occasionally just like almost skimming across your face, but you're just narrowly avoiding them, just moving out of their way, managing to avoid. But you can hear them hissing and muttering in a language you don't understand, just in pure frustration. This guy here, you start to see this one starting to make his way slowly up the stairs, just like hand on the side of the tower, feeling his way as he goes.
What? They don't speak Undercommon?
No.
Okay, cool. That's right. I was just asking for what I know.
And
Okay.
let's put the blackness back on. Vutha.
Well, seeing as somebody cast Fireball previously, going from what Atticus' dad was saying, we're all hunkered in this corridor. I'm going to go 5, 10. I'm going to check this room just to make sure no one's in here.
So as you move in through there, it looks like a large meeting or conference room by the look of it. Beautiful rug on the floor and quite a nice marble top table, but you don't immediately see any movement inside, unless you want to spend your action doing like a bigger check, do an actual search.
Yeah, let's stuff it. Let's do that because I can't see shit up the corridor, and I'd rather stay out of that tight corridor. So what am I doing? Investigation?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Why is it consistently rolling 13s? Or ending up at 13s?
As you're madly scanning
'cause
around,
it's a different roll. But... Yep.
You look underneath the table and you can see one of the chairs is ajar, and looking underneath you can see a little girl seems to be hiding underneath the table, just curled up in a blanket. As you peek your head underneath, she sees you and like recoils back and starts trying to scrabble back away from you.
I just go, stay there, we're here to help, and then just leave her.
I just imagine Vutha going,
Shh, it's okay, little girl.
Oh God. All right, stay there.
I'll hide behind the table.
Okie dokie.
That's better.
That's better. Atticus, over to you.
Awesome. Do I have to? I'd have to disengage so I don't get opportunity of attack.
They will get opportunity attacks, but they'll be at disadvantage because they'll still like hear you start to run off.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In that case, I might cast. Spells. I will cast. I'd shield. I'm a fucking.
I don't think that would have helped you. Nah.
Yeah, true. I would have been fucked.
Yeah, your armor class is pretty low.
Mage armor on myself. So now I have 15 to hit, I think.
Yep. So 13 plus your dex. What's your dex?
That darkness move
Yep,
into
that'll be 15.
us on the corridor.
Yeah, I'll just put it out of the way for now.
Yep. From there, I'm going to take like a run over here. So they should both get opportunity to attack.
Yep, but at disadvantage. Ooh, that one hits. And that one misses. So you take another 8 points of slashing and 5 psychic.
oh
Which is
boy.
13.
Ooh, lucky Phaedra dropped some healing into you. And
Just to run it.
give me a concentration check, DC 10. So constitution save.
Are you still concentrating on...
He's concentrating on the darkness.
Oh, okay, so it's still... Yeah, it
Yep,
works like
you're good.
that. Yeah.
Still dark.
Yep, cool. And I will also use Can I use Quicken Spell to cast another spell?
It's a
It's just when you cast a spell that has a casting time of action of 1, you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time to 1 bonus action.
yeah, I'd say
No, because you're still limited to 1 spell per round. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check for you because you're in a world of
Because I
hurt.
thought it would count as a bonus action, not your action.
Yeah, but you already casted.
Yeah, you can
Mage
still only
Armor.
cast 1 spell total. So if you cast, say, Spiritual Weapon, which is a bonus action as a spell, you can't use your action to cast a spell. You can only cast 1 spell and 1 cantrip.
Oh, well, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, so
I want to cast a cantrip. Sorry.
yeah, you can do that. Essentially, you can quicken spell Mage Armor and then cast a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
Yep. No, that's all good. You can do that.
Shut that to there. I will cast. God damn! I keep clicking abilities. Spells. I will cast. Heal. Wait.
You cast what?
I was gonna say chill touch. So wait.
Firebolt, Chill Touch. What do you cast?
I'll cast chill touch.
Right, at advantage because they're currently blind.
Yep. Just for reference, I'm gonna target this one here. Oh, I didn't.
Which one? Yep, got it. Send it.
Oh, I didn't do at advantage.
Yep, one more straight roll. Now take that first damage, because that does hit, just in case you crit. Nah, but that does hit as the clawed hand just slams into him. He just hisses out in pain. And you can see in the darkness, this hand is just latched onto his neck, just tearing at his flesh there. So that's it.
And my turn.
Zolmos.
Jesus Christ, it's all dark in front of me. I don't know what to do. I seen that Vutha dropped off into that room, so I go 5, 10, 20, 25. I stare at Vutha and go, is anything in here?
You can't see Vutha.
Oh, right, you're stealthed. My
He's
bad.
hidden, so you can't.
Vutha is
My
ducked
bad.
underneath the table,
Well, yeah, I go.
next
I
to
go,
the little girl.
No,
But then you saw
walk
him
in here
go
and
into the room.
I go, where did Vutha go? And and then
He's
I
under the
stand,
rug.
and then I don't know. I'll stand. Fuck, I don't know. I think this angle would be the best. Look through the corner of the gap and cast a spell. I will cast fucking Vicious Mockery as a reaction if I see anyone.
Roger. Tarhun.
When I say see
Alright.
anyone, see an enemy.
yeah.
Can Atticus see? Can Atticus see in that darkness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Atticus and Phaedra can both see through that darkness. No one else can.
All right. I'm going to move. 10. There's no one standing on the square.
Nope.
I'm going to take. I'm going to step here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Atticus.
I believe you feel yourself bump into a table in front of you.
Okay, Atticus. North or south? Which way's the bad guy? Atticus.
Hang on 1 second. I need him to move the fucking.
It's south.
Yeah, south of you actually. Yeah.
So you're swinging to your south.
I'm going to swing reckless attack.
Straight roll.
At south.
Done. Straight roll.
Oh.
Nope. Yep. Have you raged yet?
No. Well,
Or did you rage as you ran in?
No, no, right.
Right. So that second Morning Star does hit, and you just feel something just crush into this soldier just under here. Sorry, I need to move him so I can select him.
And Phaedra, take off 10 points of
No.
Oh, was a Phaedra there?
no, you're good. You're good.
I was
As
just
funny as
joking.
that would have been.
He shoved past her again. She's not happy.
But yeah, your second strike does land. You feel it.
Okay,
connect with
that's
something armored.
it for me. And then I'll roar in that general direction.
No worries. Vharik.
Vharik, not to be outdone by Dragonborn, is just going to chase in after him.
Smashes past Phaedra again.
Fucking guys! Like,
Phaedra's getting like slammed into the walls. Just
I'm
all over the
actually
shop.
gonna be helpful. You're getting in my fucking way.
Feeling his way through people.
That's
Can't
so
feel shit. Is he? Am I on top of anyone at the moment?
You bump past Phaedra and you can smell the familiar smoky odor of Tarhun somewhere in front of you. And you can hear there's grunts in pain as you bump into Tarhun.
Bump into Tarhun. Yeah, you'll have to Tarhun as well. Like, where is he? And take a swing.
Stop!
Get out of the fucking room!
I don't
Take
know
a
my
recklessly attack.
Straight roll.
Yep. 2 seconds.
I love that,
Right.
Atticus.
I want you to roll a d6 for me. 1, 2, or 3, you're gonna hit Tarhun.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
You rolled twice! I'm taking it first. You hit Tarhun. So, Tarhun,
A lot of damage.
I'll just move this so you can select your character, Tarhun, because currently you're standing in the same space as Tarhun. So you take, Tarhun, you take 20 points of damage. Actually, do you take half fire damage? Do you have resistance to flame?
Yeah.
I mean, you got resistance to. Oh no, you're not. You're not raging.
Yeah, but I'm still flying.
Yeah, you're still fireproof.
Phaedra's just like, oh.
I love that Phaedra and Atticus.
Pretty sure
just
you're
watching
fireproof,
these
aren't you?
two just
From being a red
attack.
dragon.
Yeah, I'm a red dragon.
Yeah. So you can take half that fire damage, but the full slashing damage.
God damn.
Hearing Tarhun scream, I'm going to swing next to him instead of at him again.
Yeah, that's right. You're safe. You're not going to hit Tarhun again now that you know where he is. So straight roll.
Till he moves.
That one just hits. So what's that? -5 and -11. Ooh, tasty. Yeah, that one you do feel something sink in and some sort of strange language that you don't understand.
I didn't realize it was a Yankee gif.
It was a Yankee gift. Yeehaw! Yankee!
Yeehaw!
Anything else, Vharik?
No, that's it for now. I can't
No
see
worries.
shit.
Derek, over to you. It makes it hard to attack, but it also has stopped Atticus from
If someone
dying.
else pushes through me, I am going to resist.
Derek turns into a bear and pushes
I
through.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay.
Oh, no, but I'm gonna produce flame so I can see.
Oh, so you can just see in your own area.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's the radius of that? 10 and 10 by memory? Wait, did I click cancel or did I click save? Oh, yeah, I click save. Alright, can you see?
Yep.
Currently at the end of this corridor is just a wall of blackness. You can't see shit. What are you doing?
No, I'll just stop there.
Okie dokie. Calliope. Once again,
Yep.
you can just see this wall of blackness.
Hold action. If I see an enemy, chill touch.
No worries. Vilius is going to come charging up, and he's going to just hop in front of you and just duck down so you can see over his shoulder. Phaedra.
Okay. Seeing this guy trying to get away, she's gonna jump over here and go after him.
Yep.
And she's gonna try and sort of reef him.
What are you doing?
Just gonna try and like grab him and sort of reef him back or push him
You gonna
down
grapple?
the stairs. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Make an athletics check, and he's gonna make an opposed. He's not seeing you coming. Nah, dark blindness doesn't give him disadvantage on that, so he's got a straight roll. Yep, you managed to grapple him. You can drag him backwards.
Yeah. Okay.
How much movement did you move?
So
5,
that would-
10, 15, 20. So yeah, you
this
can
way.
drag him back 5 feet if you want.
Yep, I'll do that. And I don't know if you want this guy to attempt to.
Nah, he's already used his reaction.
Oh, he has. Okay, I didn't.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, and that's.
No bonus actions?
Bonus action. I'm gonna dump some more healing.
It's more healing into Atticus?
Yes. Oh, come on.
No. Terrible rolls, but Atticus,
Yeah.
you heal for another 2 points.
It might just be enough.
Alright, over to these guys. Well, this dude here, feeling someone attack him from the north, he's going to take a blind swing, or a couple of blind swings. First in the vague direction of Vharik. Second blind swing. Actually, oh, you both used reckless, so it would be a straight roll for him. I'm just going to redo those rolls. So straight roll. 1. Straight roll. 2. Right, that one.
Change nothing.
Yeah, change nothing. So Vharik, you take 9 points of slashing. Have you raged?
And I haven't raged.
No. So you take 20 points of damage total. And you feel one of these blades slash into you, and just this pain in your head. It feels like someone is just like, your brain is expanding in your skull. It's trying to be like ripped out through the pores of your hair, pretty much, in your skull.
3 points.
And he is going to just try to duck away. He can't use that. This guy here, feeling his way along the wall, is going to come up here and bump into the back of you, Phaedra. And he's going to cry out something this one. And he's going to take a blind swing at you as well. He may or may not hit his friend. Nope, both of them miss. And I'm going to get him to roll a d6 to see if he hits his buddy. Because you're grappling.
Yep.
Oh, he does! That's fun. As he just like jams his sword into his buddy that you're grappling with. For minus 14 points of damage. And this guy here is going to try to break out of your grip as his action. So Phaedra, give me a athletics check. 15 is the number to beat. Ooh, that's a draw. What's the check on that one? Screw it, roll is just do a straight d20 roll.
A d20.
So I can't remember who, if the attacker or defender wins on
what is
that.
in the
So
way?
straight d20.
Yep, sorry.
Ooh, 19 is the number to beat.
Oh, where's my d20?
He managed to break away. You will get an attack of opportunity as he managed to break free and slips your grasp.
Okay.
But he's moving slowly because he's having to like find his way around the stairs.
Do I get advantage because of...
Yep, he's blind.
Okay, yep. Fuck
Ooh,
you.
nope, swing and a miss. You kind of stumbled as he breaks away and pushes you down. You stumble down the stairs a little bit. And managed to run a few steps away from you, fumbling his way through the darkness. Vutha.
Alright, I was gonna duck into the corridor. It's still black. I'm gonna duck back again. Can't do shit. And I'll go back to hiding after I've just startled Zolmos.
Okie dokie, Atticus.
True. Ah, fuck!
I'm gonna cast web on the guy trying to make a runner.
Okie dokie.
Stick
Bang,
him to
bang
the-
that spell up for us.
Yep, wait one.
It is concentration, so your darkness will drop.
Oh,
Happy?
Does it?
Yep. I mean, you can do it, but the darkness is going to drop. Actually, 1 second, because you did cast with sorcery points. I think you still do need concentration, but let me double
That's
check.
what I was. Yeah, that was what I was questioning before.
Where are ya?
I don't think you ever did
Eyes
that
of
with
darkness.
Geode. I don't know.
Nah, you still need concentration. It's just
Okay.
you can see through it. Yep.
Cool,
So
cool.
yeah, up to you.
Nah, I won't do that. It's keeping me alive
Yeah,
at the
keep
moment.
it dark.
It's keeping me alive. That's all I care about. I will instead cast. Oh fuck!
What you doing?
Cast chill touch again on him.
On whom? The running one or the
Yeah.
injured one?
The injured one.
I thought he was injured.
Well,
Well,
the running one is also injured, but
Not as much.
sorry, yeah, not as much.
Fuck, was the advantage, wasn't it?
Yeah, roll one more time.
God damn it! Keep getting that.
And which one are you casting it on?
Ooh, nice.
This one here. Well,
That
that's
one
the
there?
injured one, isn't it?
No. This one down here is the injured one.
They're all injured. Stop saying that.
That one's not. This one's not. This one's still full health.
Yeah, the one down
No,
here. then.
I hit him.
Nah, you
Wait.
didn't.
No,
I
you hit
did.
this one.
I'm so
Ah,
confused.
No, you hit this guy as he ran off.
No,
Oh,
but
God,
this
even
guy.
if the people who can see are confused, imagine how we're feeling.
Yeah. By the way, he hasn't been hit.
There's
I
just
thought I
beeps going
got
off
that
everywhere.
guy when I came through. Did
Nah,
I miss?
because you dashed.
No, you dashed.
Oh, yeah,
You did
sorry. No,
actually
no.
attack.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I forgot.
So this guy takes that hit and he is just like, he's looking rough. You can see this hand just slams into his skull and just starts like ripping into one of his eyeballs, and he just screams out in your face, Tarhun, and you feel just a spray of blood splatter onto your scales. He's up, but he's not looking good. Or he's not sounding good to everyone else, but he's not looking good to Phaedra and Atticus. Bonus action?
Nah, I'll just end my turn.
No worries, Zolmos.
I step into the corridor and go, Vutha, where'd you go, mate? I swear I just saw you. And then I go, and then I look out even further and go, oh look, the whole family's here. And then I step back in and go, I don't know what to do. I will actually play this properly. Sorry. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to do something really random. I'm going to go enlarge reduce on myself and reduce myself into a small token.
Interesting.
Before I move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No idea if I'm in anyone's space. No idea what's going on here.
So you're teeny
but-
tiny now?
I'm
It's
teeny
teeny
tiny. So meaning I can move under people and stuff, I hope.
Yep, 100%.
And I go, hey, hello? Anyone?
Hello.
And I have no idea what's going on, so I just ready an action to... Oh wait, no, I used my enlarge reduce, sorry. I'll just stand there and go, yep, this is me.
Yep, this is me.
Yeah, little,
So imagine viciously,
Oh no, Varik's got to
viciously
step
mocked by
on
a
you.
chipmunk.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
It's a bit- that's what it's about
What's
to
his, sorry. Tarhun. What you doing, big rig? More attacks. That's a miss. That's a miss. And that's it.
Shit.
6 points of damage is exactly what you need.
I'm
you hear
just
this?
wailing like my arms around to fucking kill him.
So you this morning star goes flying forward, no hit. Flying forward again, no hit, and you're like, "Roar!" And just a rage. You whip, your whip out, as it were, and you feel it just make contact and just like jam, and then as you rip it back, you feel something just thud to the ground, unmoving at your feet as you tear your whip away.
And then I stand there just still for a second. I'm like, Zolmos?
Yep, that's... Hey, it's me! I'm over here!
And then I breathe a sigh of relief. That's the end of my...
Okay, Vharik.
So is that other one still up that we swung up? Did I hear Tarhun hit him?
No, he's
you,
dead.
you heard something get hit and then boom, slam into the ground.
I'm
Vharik's
gonna
had
call
plenty of people die before.
I'm going to call out for bit of Marco Polo with Atticus to try and find my way over the other one.
Yep. So, does he hear my voice? Like, well, he hears my voice. I say, turn around and step forward.
Yeah.
He goes, not that way, you're going to cross Zolmos!
Too late.
Yeah, stop there. Stop there.
There. And we're going to take a swing to.
No worries.
the-
Reckless?
Yeah.
One.
I'm also gonna rage.
Okay. First action rage. Alright, take your swings. So straight roll. Oh yep. And oh yep. So Phaedra, you see Vharik just loom up behind this creature and
Also 8 radiant from the first one.
alright, so we got minus oof,
I'll say, I guess you're
28.
useful.
and minus 9. Ooh, that hurt. As you just slash your way into this creature, feeling your sword cut through armor and bone and flesh, slicing into this being.
Divine Fury, what was that like?
Oh my lord, nobody noticed it last session. Oh my
No, I
god.
didn't.
So Phaedra and Atticus,
Or did I?
you just see this just flash of white light break through the darkness, like the dim light that you can see through. No one else saw anything. But you see this almost like seeing through his skin to his veins as they just pulse with white light for a second
Okay.
on his first hit. Staying there, Vharik?
And staying there.
Alright, Derek.
Just gonna move up because I can't really see anything. I'm just gonna hold action.
Or what?
If I see an enemy, I'll throw my flame at him.
Roger. Calliope.
Calliope will same thing. Hold direction. She'll touch for an enemy.
Roger. Ulysses like, Yar, that'd be blacker than the insides of a whale. That's very interesting. And he just like stomps his way up. Phaedra.
She's just gonna break and make it for this guy again. Try and push him off the staircase down to Atticus.
Ooh, interesting. That'll miss. As you go rushing off, you do hear a sword slash and slam into the stairs at the base of your feet.
Yep.
Alright, give us a athletics check.
I'm waiting for this to. It's just
Actually,
normal.
Are you going for a push?
Yeah.
Go off the edge with it. Just
I'm
grapple
pretty
him off.
sure. Give me a
So like
second.
you know the two-handed sort of like rah, that Chris just push him off kind of thing.
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
just run up behind him and just kick the back of his heel as he's walking. That always trips people over.
Yeah, but I don't want him tripping. I want him over the edge, so he has to run up the stairs again.
So I'm just looking at the shove action. No, that's Yeah, just make an athletics check.
Was it just normal roll again?
I'm gonna say if you're trying to, because this is more of an attack. You're trying to push him off the edge, yeah.
Yeah.
So give me it at advantage. You're trying to just just launch him off the edge.
Please
Alright. Yep, that'll work as he goes slamming down into the feet of Atticus. He's going to take some damage from that. Ooh, he takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Present.
It's gonna kill me.
Here's a present, and Atticus is like just bleeding out of his, just coughing up chunks
I'll
of
fix you
blood.
up later.
Let's give him. You know what, because it makes sense, I'm going to give him disadvantage on his dex save, because if you can't see the ground coming up towards you, it's hard to get and land on your feet.
Yeah.
Because I've tried that before. It sucks. Well, that's a 6 and a 3, so that's a definite fail. He is currently prone on the ground.
Okay. So that was.
That was your action.
Yep. So that was 15 to get there. 15 to get back.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah,
and
you did that right. It was a strength check versus strength for acrobatics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will dump another. You're slowly getting healed up. There we go. It's a little bit better.
I can't heal shit if I can't see him.
It's a good thing that this is ranged healing as well.
So Atticus, 4 more points of healing.
And that's her done.
All right. Hearing you come rushing back, he's going to. I mean, he can't go anywhere really, so he's going to try to take a swipe in your general direction. Actually, no, he really didn't like being cut by Vharik in the back, so he's going to turn around and take a couple of slashes at you, Vharik. 21 to hit.
Ooh.
Yep.
Second roll. And a 19 to hit.
Yes and yes.
So the first one, you take 2 points of slashing, 11 psychic. And then 3 points of slashing and 7 psychic. Got
Wait,
those?
why were they at disadvantage?
What's that?
He used reckless.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's pretty much just roaring out loud, which has attracted the attention to this dude here.
How much total was that?
So 1, 2, 13 on the first, and 10 on the second. So total of 23. This guy is going to try to push past Phaedra. So
God
Phaedra,
damn
give me an athletics check.
No, I don't get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you get. You will.
Yes.
It'll just be at disadvantage.
You ain't going nowhere.
Correction, you don't because he's not going anywhere. This bloke here is gonna half movement, climb back to his feet, and he's gonna try to rush forward, bumping into you, Atticus. And then he's gonna try to take a blind swing at you. That's one fail. He's going to keep trying to inch around your direction, and he's going to try to take another blind swing at you.
Oh, does he hit his mate?
I mean, that's a natural
Do
one.
that
100%. He's 100%. He's hitting his mate.
Swings back, collects the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes a swing at you, Atticus, that first one, and he stumbles and slips and like trips over some of the loose crates, and he and just slices cleanly through his mate's head, who just drops down dead on the ground.
With the back of the blade.
Thinking he's killed somebody. And that was pretty much all of his movement. Actually, he's gonna. Yeah, honestly, he ain't gonna be moving any further than that as he's trying to figure out where the hell he is. Vutha. It's a very exciting battle for you, I know.
Oh no, Atticus is.
Vutha remains under the rug.
Vutha's gonna do exactly the same things last time. Yep, still dark.
The darkness pain in the ass, but it's keeping Atticus alive.
Outside the window. Yeah.
God damn it.
Can I see anything out this window?
Looking out through the window, you can see over the top of the cliffs. You can see the ocean below.
Oh, is there any boats coming?
Oh.
Where's the backup?
Which window were you looking out? That one just there, Vutha?
That one there.
Through that window there? No, you don't see any boats coming out that way.
No.
Okie dokie.
No backup.
And...
Anything else?
Oof.
Oof. Nope. You turn around and like start looking for somewhere to hide, and this little girl is just like curled up in his blanket, just staring at you and shaking in just pure shock.
How have you got a 9 for stealth? That one is still a 10.
Yeah.
Gotta love rogues.
That-
Just wait till he
that one
gets
is another.
reliable talent, and then he just never rolls lower than a 20.
I'm gonna take a step. Well, that's my turn. Yep, cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a step back. So let him have his swing.
Yep. He's gonna take a blind swing, even though he thinks he killed you. Nope.
Misses. And
God, that darkness.
with that, I'm gonna get rid of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
No, you can just drop it.
Drop your
Drop
yeah.
concentration.
Yes, I'll drop it and be like, and very dryly say, "Ouch, you got me," and then hit him with a fire bolt.
Don't say ball.
Make sure my words are correct.
And we finish the campaign with a fireball.
For thematically, I'm still going to give you advantage as he's just like suddenly just like blinded by this light flooding back in from Vharik, who's stayed next to him with just like this glowing beacon of flame in his hand. So you can roll an advantage still. But Vharik and Tarhun, Zolmos, Phaedra, or not so much Phaedra, but you look over to Atticus, and there's just like black blood leaking from all these like giant hacked wounds throughout his whole body. He's just cut to shreds with these wounds starting to close over, but it's this black, thick, leaking blood.
Like, your dad's blood wasn't like that. Why's yours like that?
Ooh, he's still up, but he's looking real sad as he just cops this blast of flame in the back of his head. Derek, I believe you're holding your action.
Squawk!
Yeah, Derek was holding an action, throw his fireball at something.
Do you want to throw your fireball?
What fireball?
No,
Sorry,
fire.
his fire hand.
Oh, okay, spear.
You can now see this nasty dude.
Like, it's a little fireball,
Yeah,
not a
yeah, no,
massive
no,
one.
It's not a fireball, it's just a ball
Fire-
of flame in
fire
his hand.
spear.
Yeah.
It's a flaming poop.
Okay.
14, that doesn't hit, unfortunately, as a flame just splashes across the stone stairs behind him. Was anyone else holding action? I don't think so, were they?
Calliope was. You can't really see the enemy.
Nah, can't really see from where you are back there, Calliope. Atticus, any bonus action or movement?
Nah, that's it.
No worries, almost. Little baby's
I
almost.
have to do this. I have to do this. Zolmos walks up, pulls out his walking stick, and fucking jams it on his foot, and then presses the button.
Yes.
and then heals up your black fucking ooze coming out of your ass with my bonus action.
I'll get you to make a. Just give me a straight dexterity roll, just to see if you can like position it on his foot as he's trying to pull it away. It's going to be an opposed dexterity check.
Oh, opposed? I'm fucked.
Yeah, so you can do sleight of hand if you're proficient in sleight of hand. I'll allow it.
Sure.
Straight roll.
23.
Oh yeah, that works.
Jesus.
He is well and truly like grappled. You've just like jammed this rod across his foot.
Yeah, sick. That's a DC 30 to get out of that. As long as he doesn't know about the button mechanism. And then I heal up
Atticus?
Atticus with
Or
a.
Vharik?
Nah. Oh shit. No, what the fuck is going on there, mate?
As you
Okay.
suddenly just like open your eyes and look around, you can see Vharik is just like blood is leaking out of his eyes and ears, his mouth. He's just like trickling blood out, and he's just. cut in
Atticus
half as
is not getting hit by that sword, so I quickly heal up.
What happened to his hit points?
Atticus just died.
What the fuck?
Did you just do minus instead of plus? There we go.
Okay. Whew.
For another.
I deleted my HP for prepping the math on adding Zolmos'
yep.
enemies. I closed it, thinking it wouldn't save it.
Right, yeah.
Jeez. That's a.
Right.
I'll give it a 5 to Vharik since he's next to the grappled Gith.
Okay, so 5 to Vharik.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
by the way, that turns from a little walking stick to a big walking stick in front of his eyes as I let go.
Even better. As you let go, it just whoop, and it locks in place all across both of his feet.
Yeah.
Tarhun.
I look down at Zolmos and I'm like, what have they done to you, Zolmos?
I go, it's okay.
Is he still tiny?
Yep.
Yeah. You can move through my space.
Right. I'll go to scoop him up onto my shoulders and then attack the Gith to the top.
The last surviving Gith here.
The information might be useful as Phaedra sees him swing.
I go, it's Phaedra. It's the people, fuck 'em.
Have you raged yet?
Nah, ignore the rage. I keep forgetting
Untick the damn rage damage. It doesn't matter because your second swing just crushes into his collarbone, and he just crumples to the ground. And you see, because his feet are stuck in place where they are, in those crumpling, you hear a snap as his ankle bones just shatter. And his feet are still in place, but the rest of his body is collapsed down backwards as he is
I think I took it too far.
dead on the ground.
And I'm just standing there with tiny little Zolmos sitting on my shoulder.
Oh, that's it.
I pat him on the head and go, "You might want to get rid of me though. It only lasts a minute."
I need a picture of this. This would be like such a cute picture.
Even though there's just blood sprayed everywhere. You got Vharik just like coughing up blood next to you. Atticus cut to ribbons. And these two just
Bloodbath, a little
eviscerated
pixie's
creatures on the
almost.
ground.
You did well, Tarhun. You did well.
We'll stay in initiative order, shall we? Oh. Let's, at least for a round, just to see what we're up to. Vharik.
Vharik is just gonna walk over, sit on the stairs in a heap,
Derek.
and wonder why his sword didn't fucking work in darkness.
I forgot to mark up a spell slot. There we go. We have a lot of healers in the party. I did not know that.
Is that what spells? Healing word plus a d4. 9 points of healing. Whom to? Are you muted?
Yes.
Sorry, Vharik.
To Vharik? 9 points healing to Vharik. And you just see the pulling out the scythe and just it seems to like grow leafy for a moment, almost like a branch, and then those leaves just like start to shower down across Vharik. And as they dissipate, you can see some of those wounds starting to heal up.
Yeah, to
can
Vharik.
you-
No.
So that's your bonus action? Any action?
Yeah.
Good action.
No, no action.
No action.
Calliope.
So is that a little girl in there?
Yep. As you come past, you can see a little girl huddled underneath the table, staring in fear at something in the corner of the room. As
He failed that stealth roll.
Okay,
I was going to
you
say,
can
I'm
see
just sitting at the
Vutha
table now.
just sitting on the table, staring at this little girl.
Calliope will sit at the table as well and be like, "So, do you have any nail polish?"
See this little girl, she just looks up at you with these wide eyes, just shaking in fear, holding this blankie around her shoulders, crying.
She'll actively try to calm her down.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh god, persuasion. Persuasion. Oh.
She's just staring in fear at Vutha right now. She barely even registers you coming in.
Ah, that's fair. I'll just sit down and that's my turn.
Puts her feet up.
Yar, the blackness be gone. I can see again.
Fuck yeah, Billy. Let's get in here, mate.
Oh, bloody hell. What happened to all these creatures here? You heading up to the roof? I think I can hear some shit up there.
The real question is, what did they do to Zolmos?
Yar, Zolmos, why are you so small, there, lad?
Get the way about me, mate. It'll be all over in a second.
He comes up and he just like pokes his rapier into this corpse here.
It's like, the bloody hell are these things? I don't recognize this thing here. They look like
Really,
forest to me.
they don't recognise Keith. Okay.
Phaedra.
She wants to investigate him, but we can hear fighting from upstairs as well.
You can hear not so much fighting, but you can hear screams and crying coming from upstairs.
Yeah, she's piss bolting. She'll take the dash action and just keep going up.
No worries, I'll drag you up there.
I don't know how much those
You can
5,
probably
10,
get
15,
to
20, 25. That was
probably get to
30.
about there, I reckon.
What did I do? Where is it?
You should be down there now.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I
What did you
stole
do
that
to
one.
us?
Here, I'll put you back. There you go. You just zoom out, you
Hang
can see
on,
where you are,
and I
Phaedra.
need to see what I was doing. That was my action, wasn't it, to dash?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So up there you got 35 feet of movement left.
35, so coming from here.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, so you can move to pretty much where you are, really. Maybe one more square forward.
35, yeah. Okay.
I'll wait till more people are up there to explain what you're seeing, but you can see what you can see.
Yep, that's right. I was just taking a scope. You can go on to the next person now anyway.
Well, they're dead. Vutha.
I was worried there that I was still in the initiative order, but what don't I know?
That
I
most
can't
certainly
take
squished.
I can't take the nice stealth symbol off me. By the way, I don't have any of those extra buttons.
Oh, really? You should be able to select your token.
Oh, there
and
you
there's
go.
a little
It just came
circly-
up when I moved.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had it selected, but
I blame
it's
Lucas,
alright.
honestly.
They're back now and magically disappeared. Like 10, 15, 20. Oh, I can see. 30. I think I can get to about there. I don't see any need to hide at the moment, so I'll just stand in the corridor looking at what the hell's going on.
There's just bodies and blood shed and suffering. And a tiny little baby Zolmos.
Hey, a baby Zolmos. It's a me, Wario. No, it's a Zolmos. It's a Zolmos.
Staying there, Vutha?
Yep.
Atticus.
I will just make my way to the stairs and say, because Vharik's still sitting down, I'll be like, "You ready to fight again, big man?" And start walking up. And I'll probably stop there. I've learned my lesson.
You don't want to dash?
You can get up the stairs. Phaedra will shout up if it's clear. How about that?
Well, you saw Phaedra go running up and you didn't see her come tumbling back down with an arrow in her face, which is a good start.
So I'll dash up.
That's right. So that's another... Put you here, and you've got 15 feet more movement. If you can see where you are now.
Negative Ghost Rider.
There you go. Sorry.
Ghost Rider. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
What I would say you do immediately see is right here you can see a bright flaming beacon burning away. But probably more importantly, you can see another handful, 6 of these green-skinned armored creatures, and one of which has full plate armor, another one which seems to be wearing cloaks of some sort. And they're surrounding a whole bunch of people who are pretty much bound with their arms behind their backs. Some women holding little girls. But you also see one male figure amongst them. You can see blood running from a just gash in the side of his face. As one of these soldiers are just holding his wrist behind his back, almost talking his shoulders out of his sockets. That you immediately recognize, even though you haven't seen him for quite a number of years. As you recognize your brother, who is being held by these creatures, amongst a whole bunch more women and children.
Phaedra
So you see Anthony, who's 20-odd years older than last you saw him, but you definitely still recognize him.
I kind of pause and like yell out to him to like just antagonize him. There you go. And be like, "Why don't you fight someone who can actually fight back?"
You see, with that call out, the women and children suddenly just look up in your direction. You can see Anthony, his eyes snap up towards yours, and he furrows his brow for a second, trying to, like, one of his eyes is swollen shut as blood is running into it. He tries to blink it out, and he's like, Atticus! Well, Atticus! And we're over to Zolmos.
Like, why?
Can me and Zolmos take our turn on the same turn?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll allow it.
Well,
You're right next to each other in initiative. I'll allow it.
I go, Tarhun, grab my walking stick, hand it here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dash, and then he should still be able to have an action once we get to the top.
I'll allow it. You are currently his mount.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You're currently acting as his mount. I'll allow it.
As he's grabbing the stick.
Nah, don't worry about my stick later.
35.
5, 10,
Walk alive, you can pick it up.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yep. Let me drag you up to the top. Stay there for a second. There you guys go. 35.
Oh, there's too many fucking civilians around.
So you've got another, what, 45 feet of movement left, Tarhun?
Not 45. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
yeah,
got
because
80.
he's got the extra. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you got 80.
Yeah.
Atticus pretty much just called his brother. What? What? I didn't hear that.
You want to fight someone that can fight.
Oh, yeah, he did.
No,
actually, yeah.
I figure he was calling out to the Gith Yankee, not...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah,
like,
I get
is
you,
his
sorry.
brother-
Like, are you saying that my brother's a pussy because he didn't fight back? Yeah, I go.
So
Your
I'm
brother,
gonna
you
move
can
to
clearly
there.
see your brother has been beat to hell and is like still trying to like wrestle his hands free, even though his shoulders are pretty much being dislocated.
I'm going to move there. Bonus action be to rage, and Zolmos will be able to have his action.
Go for it.
Is Zolmos being moved up as well?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, he's underneath Tarhun.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
am I? Okay.
Yeah, on my screen you're underneath anyways.
I can't see him.
I can't.
No, where are you? You were
Yeah,
underneath
I
there.
can't see
I could see everything that's going on. I don't know where my token is.
Where the hell have you gone?
Gone.
We've lost. Are you underneath Atticus? No? Are you underneath
No.
Phaedra?
It came up at the same time as Tarhun.
Tarhun, have you eaten?
Oh no.
Where are you?
I don't know, but I'm on him right now. Yeah.
Yeah, where the hell is your token gone?
I have no idea. It's actually generally disappeared.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do though is, I'm going to, I go, thanks Tarhun, and then I quickly jump off behind him, and then with my hands I finish my concentration and put my hands on his back, and then make him large instead.
Ooh, lovely.
So
I'm just gonna
drop
put
my
a new
concentration.
Zolmos down, I guess.
There we go.
I didn't get hurt anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, well, no, the hit points would have carried over anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
And Tarhun is Fat Boy.
Yeah, Tarhun turns into Big Boy now.
Big Boy.
And, that means you get an extra 1d4 for each attack you make.
You should put it on the global attack thing or whatever. Thing that you can tick.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, the global
Yeah,
damage
it's a
you
thing.
can put down enlarged or something like that. And tick
Yeah, it's
that.
what they do for rage and like bless and that.
Oh, okay, they know.
Alright, Vharik. Over to you. Oh, bonus actions almost? Anything?
Oh, bonus action. I'm only allowed to cast one spell, aren't I?
Yep. But you can use Bardic Inspiration or whatever else if you like.
I'm allowed to use a cantrip though, aren't
If it's a bonus action.
I? Oh, I don't know if it is. Hold a sec. I don't think it is. No, it's one action.
Yep.
I will ready a cutting words.
That's not a bonus action. You've used your action for a spell already.
What? No, yeah, no. Sorry, cutting words is just whenever I want to use it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, I get you. Yep. Vharik.
So, using my sword to leverage myself up, I'm just got a little bit excited.
Oh, I didn't mean to
like,
press that.
Oh, fuck. And like start limping my way up the stairs.
20.
25.
5. There you go. You're down here. What? Hey. Where do we go?
Who's there?
Did I just...
Oh, yeah.
I can't see him.
I
Oh,
see-
he's back
yeah.
again.
35.
I lost him. He's back.
He's good.
What?
He disappeared for a second on my screen.
70 behind Tarhun.
Tarhun's ready to fucking take the bulk of the damage. Let's do this, Tarhun.
Alright, stand there.
Yep.
Derek.
Just 5, 10, 15, 20, oops, 20, 25, 30. I'll dash into the room.
Just so you make it to the top of the tower. If you're using dash, you've still got, what, 25 feet left? You are here.
Jesus, that's a big lizard.
It is a big boy.
Wait, what? 25,
Big
35,
old wagon.
40, 45, 50, 55. I'll just stay here.
Any bonus action?
No, I'm good.
Vharik.
Alright, Calliope.
I don't know.
Yes, bunch up. Yes, good.
No.
Close bundle, yes.
Oh, I don't know, your turn.
Miss Calliope? Hello?
Well, I better go follow them. She'll go, alright, bye-bye.
Hint, hint, if you didn't hear, the rod of immovability thing is still there.
Yeah, don't stress too much. I'll come back down and grab it.
But if
hopefully.
Calliope can collect it on the way...
True.
Hey, no metagaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll see it and she'll be like, my brother's an idiot, and then die.
Am I an idiot? Does she see the broken ankles? Does she see the broken ankles?
It's pretty brutal. There's a lot of blood everywhere. How much more movement do you have, Calliope?
10, 15, 20, 25. She only makes it to like there.
Okay, still on the bottom story.
Okay.
Quite there.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Bilious. It's going to 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to get to the top. Yeah. 5, 40. Bonus action dash.
Man, he moves fast for a guy with one leg.
30. He really does. He actually hops off over the side of the roof, hiding behind some of the cover there. He with one leg, he still moves surprisingly nimbly. And he's going to... No, that's right. He's going to stay there. Phaedra.
Okay, seeing this... She's gonna try and push through these guys. Jeez, that's a lot.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can pretty much get into Tarhun trying to push through all of their spaces.
Yeah, and as she's shoving past, you'll be like,
so
how...
I will say, Sky, so the battlements around here are fairly low. They're kind of like waist height. You could stand on these slate tiles. It's just going to be a little bit precarious if you wanted to try without falling down to the level below.
No, because you still have to dash anyway to get a little bit extra.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
she'll
pretty much get
muscle her way through and go, how about you guys actually keep one alive so we can talk to them and see what the fuck they are next time?
I look down and my voice is massive now because I'm absolutely large, and I'm like, I don't talk to elves.
I want to just... Can I use that? I was going to say as my action. I wanted to just... No. Okay. Fuck it. And I'm like, yeah. I mean it. We need information. Alright, that's 30. And another 30. Yeah. Oh, I can get here. I'll move there.
Sorry, go.
Yeah. Me done.
And at the top of this round, you see this figure here and this figure down here. With one hand, they reach out to the soldier next to him, who reaches out and grabs onto all these prisoners, and they all bunch in together. And you see them pull out these small metal forks by the look of it. Underneath the fork, attached to the handle, you see this greenish crystal that they reach up, and one of them turns and looks at you, Phaedra, as you come rushing towards them, and just shatters this crystal in the hand, and you just hear this ringing sound start to grow. And then they just, all of them.
Can she try and dive for one of the things? Oh, fuck.
Just disappear out of existence.
Oh.
And you see these portals just rip open where they were standing, and you see these chaotic, shards of energy just start ripping free, and just sparking and crackling as these creatures just disappear. And then it looks familiar. You've seen it before. as a large red clawed hand just comes ripping its way free, followed very quickly by another, and then another, and then crawling out lastly and just glaring at you. You can see this similar creature, but a large blue-coloured.
Blue boss slot.
Shit, guys, we lost our chance.
Gone ugly.
Let me just do this here.
No elves could do that.
And what I'm going to do is roll some mother truckin' initiative. And it is 10 past 10, so I think we're going to leave that there for the evening.
Yeah, it's been nearly 4
Oh,
hours.
Zolmos gets to finally use his one spell that he's learnt to attack people. Oh, he doesn't even get to do it this time. That's unsetting.
Sorry, Atticus was above Zolmos in the order. There you go. Make sure the order is set for next episode.
Oh, come on,
Ricky,
man.
that was the most self-sabotaging thing I've ever seen done in the history of ever.
I don't know, that spell kept him alive.
Why is the sorcerer pretending to be a martial class?
Because it's fun.
Well, it kind of helped.
He was rushing to get to his family. You almost got there with a round to spare. They've been counting down since you entered the castle.
Oh.
Lol.
Yeah.
We got to watch him disappear.
Rushing towards his family. It's not like a rant. I would do that in a normal situation, but emotions clear out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I almost got to him for you.
almost got there. You just got tied up a little bit longer in that tower.
And this double movement shit here. Triple movement, whatever.
50% of the team couldn't do DPS.
That being said, like, Murky, Atticus was dead if it wasn't for that darkness.
Oh, I could have just kept
Fair.
reviving him.
Fair, but
Well, somebody could have just revived him and he would have died again.
Well, no, literally, I'm pretty sure he would have died.
Oh, yeah,
it was
because it was
between
like
two
40...
of them. They had 4 attacks at advantage.
True.
He would have been down on the first. He probably would have died if it wasn't for darkness. They would have
Hey,
cut
I
him down
liked
where he
it.
stood.
I was cool with it.
Yeah, lucky Phaedra can see through it.
I do like what Tomo put up in the chat. He's got the
Yeah. And the two lumbering fools that are just whacking away out there.
Hey, we took some damage off.
You did. I'm not
Still
saying
hanging
that.
around the dark.
Yeah, you guys did.
You did really well. Just still getting in my way.
That is where we'll call it there for the evening. Sky, if you want to pause the
That was a
recording.
good game. Everyone want to say goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Fuck your darkness, Atticus.
Hey, I can see.
I hope
So
that
can
was
I.
the last
It
bit
was
of the
good.
stream. That's all I wanted to be.
Alright, good night, guys.
And so far.